One day in history, someone asked God, give me a home where the buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. As we are now on the second day of February, this matchup has us take a look back at the dying days of November. On Tuesday, November 28th, McAlester basketball opened up their season on the road in Veterans Arena against the school they're facing off with this evening. Each season is a long and tumultuous one. There are highs and lows in search of each team's goals. Both of our teams look different than they did back on that November night, and both of these teams have been battle-tested in the first year of districts to better prepare themselves for what the end of this month has in store. Can the Buffs and Lady Buffs show how far they've come tonight in this game versus Tulsa Memorial? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the McAlester Activity Center, a.k.a. the MAC in McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Wyatt Hubbard, as well as Nate Brown on the camera to our left. And you are tuned into the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Tonight we have the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes in this district matchup. Partner, I mentioned it earlier, tonight is an excellent opportunity for both of our teams to show how much they've grown since opening night.
Yeah, Brandon, both teams have made really good strides since the beginning of the season here. And, you know, the Lady Buffaloes, early on, they struggled with some turnovers. They've been a lot better with the turnover statistic here lately. And if you're the boys, they struggled to kind of find their identity as a team, but they're starting to find it and getting their shot to fall with regularity. So I'm interested to see what happens here tonight.
All right, let's preview the McAlester Lady Buffaloes first. Again, 10-8 on the year, led by seventh-year head coach Jared Owen, just 10 wins away from 100 with the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. The Lady Buffaloes simply overpowered Tulsa Edison back on Tuesday in T-Town, almost having more points in the first quarter than the Lady Eagles had all game, 28-29. McAlester stole the ball 23 times, 21 in the first half, on their way to forcing a season-high 28 turnovers. McAlester also had one of their strongest halves of shooting all season from downtown, hitting 7 3-balls before the break. There were multiple players that stood out, but again, you're starting off with Tori Kilburn. She had 21 points in the first quarter, did not play the second half, and she still had 23 points on 75% shooting. Hit 2 threes, had 7 boards, 5 steals. You also had Katie Allen with 11 points on 4 of 9 shooting, 3 of 5 from downtown, and 4 steals for Katie Allen. You had Rylan Lesnow with a career-high 11 points in her young career as a freshman, 4 of 7 from the field, 8 rebounds, and 5 steals, all those steals in the first quarter alone. Imagine having 5 steals in 8 minutes of play, and then Bodie Nystrom ended up grabbing 5 boards for the Lady Buffaloes to help her team out on the glass. So again, the Lady Buffaloes are getting ready to do battle with the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. It was a game that happened in the opening game, 63-48 McAlester won. We'll dive deep into that one a little bit later after we take a word from our commercials.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at GetYourCampOn.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
Welcome back to the MAC. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard. Here in the pregame show, we previewed your Lady Buffaloes. Now let's take a look at McAllister's opponent, the 6-11 Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. Again, they're led by head coach Roderick Hall in his first year with the program. 54.9 points per game, giving up 48 points per game. They ended up playing McAlester in the opening game of the season. It was Coach Hall's first game as head coach of the Lady Chargers. Let's go ahead and look at how that game transpired. Again, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes ended up winning it by getting out ahead real quickly. They ended up winning it 63-48. McAlester shot 43% to Memorial's 31% and 44% from downtown to the Lady Chargers' 30%. McAllister's rebound ability reigned supreme. They had 48 boards to Memorial's 21. McAllister had 21 offensive rebounds alone, and Tori Kilburn only had 4 less rebounds than Memorial had total. Lady Buffaloes are trying to improve on their free throws from that night as they went 10 of 21 and had 21 turnovers, 5 more than Memorial. As we look at some star players from that game for the Lady Buffaloes, you're looking at, of course, Tori Kilburn, who had a season-high 32 points on 70% shooting, 17 rebounds and 3 steals. Katie Allen had 14 points on 31% shooting, 4 of 9 from 3, had 8 boards and a steal. And also you're looking at Bodie Nystrom with 6 rebounds for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Now let's look at the Lady Chargers. Like I said, 6-11 on the year. Since their game against McAlester, they placed 7th in the Bartlesville tournament, but they were Rogers tournament runner-ups, losing to the host team, Will Rogers, 67-56. Here's some notable games. They have lost to Hall & Hall twice, but both those games close, 56-50 and 55-47. They lost to Coweta twice, but again, both those games close. And right now, Coweta is at the top of the 5A4 standings. We'll talk about that in just a moment. They lost 49-41 and 42-34 to the Lady Tigers. They lost to Sepulveda, again, relatively close game, 51-40 to the second-ranked team in 5A4. You also had huge wins. I mean, listen to this. They won 93-5 over Rogers JV. They defeated Nathan Hale 74-16 and recently beating Edison Prep 85-10. So they were putting it on those 3 teams. Looking at some stats on them, they are 2-5 in games decided by 10 or less, less than 10. And they are 0-9 when opponents score 50 or more on them. So McAllister's number that they're reaching for, trying to get to, is 50 because, again, the Lady Chargers have not won a game yet when they have given up 50 or more. Again, player to watch for the Lady Chargers, a fantastic player, and Coach Hall's daughter, Matea Hall, who was the 3rd leading scorer on Sepulveda's Class 5A state title team last year. So, again, she started to heat up in the second half, proved to be a problem for McAlester. So we'll see if the McAlester Lady Buffaloes can just rein her in defensively against her tonight. That's going to be part of your players to watch, keys to the game, Wyatt.
All right, well, Tori Kilburn, definitely a player to watch. She seems to love playing against Tulsa Public Schools. She scored a season-high 32 points in the season opener at Memorial, and she's coming off a performance where she had 21 first-quarter points against Edison on Tuesday. Expect a big game from her tonight. Katie Allen, although Tori had a great first half, a reminder that Katie did as well. She hit 3 of her 5 three-point attempts on her way to 11 points, all in the first half. She hit 4 threes against Memorial in the season opener. I expect her to get open and knock her shots down today. And Rylan Lesnow, the freshman, had a career day on Tuesday, recording 5 steals in the first quarter alone and finishing with a career-high 11 points. She didn't play against Memorial back in Game 1, so I'm interested to see the kind of impact she makes in Game 19. And some keys to the game: you want to concentrate your defensive efforts on Matea Hall. Lady Buffaloes were able to lock her down in the first half and built a sizable lead in the first game. Hall found herself having a sensational second half and at times looked like she could have had a comeback. Neutralize the junior to the best of your ability tonight. Drive the lane. Lady Buffaloes found so many points on their ability to find open lanes in the paint, and once you can find that opening, you have a multitude of things that can go right for you, as it did last time you played Memorial. You could score, draw fouls, find Tori or Bodie open in the low post, kick out to an open Katie or Maddie in the corner, and if you miss, Tori had 17 rebounds in the last game to clean up the shot. If the Lady Buffaloes are able to drive down the lane tonight, good things will happen. And cut back on the turnovers. The Lady Buffaloes have been much better at taking care of the ball in the past 3 games or so. They had 21 turnovers versus Memorial last time, and I'd like to have the Lady Buffaloes prove they've gotten better in that statistic over the season with a clean game here tonight.
All right, so again, looking at the 5A4 standings real quickly, Coweta is at number 1, 9-1 on the year, plus 76 in the points category. Sepulpa, number 2, 8-1, plus 106. Will Rogers is at 3rd, 5-3 with plus 29. Hall at 4th at 6-4 plus 3. McAlester, although they are higher than Will Rogers and Hall in the points differential at plus 37, they're behind them both at 5th right now due to their record. But again, next week, the week after that, this February stretch before the playoffs, so big for McAlester. They play Memorial tonight. Got Will Rogers, Hall, Sepulpa, Coweta. McAlester, if they win all their games, very well could just jump to the 2 spot and host a regional. Possibly. Again, it's going to be I still think they have a lot of their own goals that they're wanting to host a regional in their own hands. They might need a little bit of help here and there, depending on tiebreakers when we get closer. But that's something we'll look at as we get closer to the final game of the year, which is against Coweta on Valentine's Day Eve. Also, you have Durant at 6th at 2-7, negative 55. Memorial at 7th at 2-8, negative 61. And Edison Prep at 8th at 0-9, negative 135. So, again, it is going to be number 5 against number 7 tonight in 5A4. Let us know where you're going to be watching or listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. Again, that is Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. Or if you're more of the Facebook type, you can comment underneath our Facebook picture that we posted not too long ago at McAlester Radio's Facebook page. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, we'll have the national anthem, and more here on.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Marion opened his dealership in Ada in 1950.
And now I'm the 3rd generation to join the car business. At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is as strong today as it was in 1950 when Papa started.
Dad ensured that everyone that walked through the door received a customer service experience like no other they'd had before.
Come see us at Fenton Nissan of McAlester and see how our family values still apply today. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya!
Welcome back to the MAC here as we're about to do battle with McAlester Lady Buffaloes and the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. We're about to have a moment of silence here in just a second before we have our national anthem. Right now, let's send it down to the floor with Mr. Larry Barnett.
others silent activity. We ask you to be respectful to others around you during this moment of silence. Thank you. And now to honor America and the brave women and men serving our country throughout the world, please join us in the playing of our national anthem.
Y'all ready?
Let's basketball, buddy.
So once again, it's the McAlester Lady Buffaloes against the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. Let's look at the starting lineups for the Lady Chargers. We'll start off with number 1, sophomore guard, 5'8", Asia Roper. You have number 14, senior, 5'9", post player, Kalina Lowe. Number 20, senior guard, number 25'2", Amari Landrum. Number 21, junior guard, 5'9", Matea Hall. And we also have Autumn Roper, number 24, sophomore, 5'8" guard. Now for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, we're going to be having number 5, freshman guard, Rylan Less, now standing at 5'8". She is coming off a career-high 11-point performance in Tulsa on Tuesday, shooting 52% from the field, second best on the team this year. You also had number 15, Tori Kilburn, who had 23 points in just the first half alone, 21 points in the first quarter against the Lady Eagles back on Tuesday. You have number 21, senior guard, Maddie Van Dorpy, who hit 2 threes and had 6 points, averaging 5.7 points a game for the Lady Buffaloes this year. Number 23, Katie Allen, who leads the team in three-point percentage at a stellar 43% and 1.5 steals a game, having 4 the other day. And rounding out the starting 5 for McAlester, number 42, junior post player Bodie Nystrom, averaging just under 5 points per game, had 5 boards against Edison on Tuesday. McAllister's wearing their home white-on-white uniforms with the black numerals on the front and back and black McAlester script on the front. For the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, a masterclass in how to do road jerseys. A lot of people want to be able to put like the blue or dark colors on dark jerseys. Thank you for having the white numerals on the front and back. It makes it really easy on these play-by-play guys like myself. They're going to be wearing their black jerseys, road jerseys, and then the white numerals on the front and back. Tori Kilburn will be moving it left to right, and her team will be moving it left to right. She's on the left side of the circle. And it's number 14, Kalina Lowe, for the Lady Chargers, as the tip is won by McAlester, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland. As quickly, Les now gets it to the far corner on a pass from Van Dorpy. Les now dribbling around the front court. 10 seconds into the first quarter. Kilburn passes it to the mid-range area, feeds it back over to Kilburn, driving towards the bucket, can't get it to go. On the layup, she had a lane, but again, just barely popped out. Maddie Van Dorpy knocked the ball loose, but taken back here by the Lady Chargers. Right wing stepping into a 3 are the Lady Chargers. It's number 24, Autumn Roper, who hits it off the back iron. Rebound is by Tori Kilburn, and then she's pushed. So we have an early foul on number 21. That's Matea Hall. Her first personal, team first, 30 seconds into the first, no score. Again, Lady Buffaloes won this one by 15. It was 63-48, the final back over in Tulsa on opening night in November. Looking back door for Van Dorpy, and there's going to be an offensive foul here on Van Dorpy. She made too much contact with, I believe, number 25, Autumn Wright. The pass was too far in front. She tried to prevent the steal, leads to a turnover on a foul anyway. So our first 2 fouls by each team both come from the number 21 of their respective teams. McAlester will press. It really worked for them the other day. They had 21 first-half steals, and they have a turnover that they're forcing here on a pass that sails out of bounds along the far side. Again, they forced 28 Tulsa Edison turnovers back on Tuesday, a season high. We have no score yet, though. Van Dorpy passes it to the near corner. We've had 1 shot attempt so far. 2. McAllister's had 1, and the Lady Chargers have had 1. Left wing, Kilburn, looking for a cutting Van Dorpy. Wide open towards the basket. Misses the layup. Way too strong, though. Offensive board by Nystrom. Gets it inside over to Lust now. Her shot is way too high off the glass and no good. Now they throw it to a lady that spun awkwardly off the hand, but it's gathered back by the Lady Ropers, number 1, Lady Chargers, Asia Roper, and she sinks a shot along the baseline to give Memorial the early 2-0 lead. I looked at Asia Roper, and I was thinking of Lady Ropers because we played them 3 times already this year. Left front court, past the high post, through the hands of Bodie Nystrom. McAlester not playing their cleanest basketball so far as Matea Hall has the steal and dribbles it between the rings. First minute and 40 seconds have gone by here, and the Lady Buffaloes still off the board right now. Opposite of what they did against the Lady Chargers back on that November night, as we have an easy drive to the bucket and score by Asia Roper, as she's got all 4 points right now for the Lady Chargers. McAlester got off to an extremely hot start to start off the season, and this one pretty cold in the first 2 minutes. Far corner, they've been finding some open shots, though, just have not been able to convert. Left wing, Van Dorpy trying to dribble past Amari Landrum, and they're going to throw the ball out of bounds as she was looking for Katie Allen along the baseline. And they have had shot attempts. They've been high percentage shots that they've missed so far, and they've also had some pretty bad turnovers at the same time.
3 turnovers already here in the first quarter for the Buffaloes.
Matea Hall picks up a dribble, nearly a steal by Kilburn, as they do force pressure, as overshooting her target, Autumn Roper, was looking for Kalina Lowe. But threw it too high, out of bounds. Lady Buffaloes catch a break there, looking for their first points, having a hard time against what looks like a man-to-man defense. Right wing, Kilburn. Looking for someone open. No one is. Between the rings, past the left side, over to Allen. Allen guarded up well by Roper. Stops about 15 feet from the line, has to pass it. It's tipped straight over to Kilburn straight away. Kilburn bumped as she passes to the far corner. Van Dorpy spot up 3. Got it! Paint it gold! Lady Buffaloes' Maddie Van Dorpy hits the 3-pointer to be able to get McAlester on the board with 5:07 left in the first. Matea Hall beats the press with a pass from a teammate. Baseline, throwing it inside. Kilburn inserted herself in between the pass. She's got the steal, taking it all the way down the floor. Coast to coast on a road trip. Oh, she almost got it. Misses the shot, but Katie Allen's there with the offensive board, and she's fouled on the putback. It'll be Katie Allen to the charity stripe, who is 81% from the free throw line this year, leading the team in that stat category. She was 2 of 2 from the line against Memorial back in the season opener. Her first free throw back irons, though, and the score is 4-3. 4:53 left to go in the first. Second attempt here for Allen coming up. Allen, 13.3 points per game this year, a stellar 43% from the three-point line as she hits the second free throw. And we're all tied up, 4-4, Lady Buffaloes and Lady Chargers. Lady Chargers trying to beat a McAlester press. They nearly do, and they do as they pass across the half-court line. Matea Hall on the drive, trying to get past Bodie Nystrom. An excellent move to the basket, and Hall's got her first 2 points of the game. That's good defense by Bodie Nystrom. Did all she could there. That is a tip of the cap to Matea Hall. High post, bounce pass to a wide open Tori Kilburn towards the rim, scores. Lady Buffaloes answer right back, lickety split. It is 6-6. McAlester wanting to press, and it leads to a steal by Bodie Nystrom. Nystrom throws it back away. Stolen back by the Chargers. 2-on-2 on the drive. Maddie Van Dorpy is going to be charged with a shooting foul here. She made contact with number 12, Zakaya Germany, and that will lead to her going to the free throw line for 2 shots, and Maddie Van Dorpy's got both of the fouls so far for the Lady Buffaloes in the first quarter. Both teams with 2 team fouls apiece, 4:17 left in the first. First free throw is made by Germany. Like I said, the Lady Buffaloes might have controlled the entire 4 quarters against the Lady Chargers back on opening night, but these Memorial girls are a gritty bunch. Second shot is made, so it's 8-6. Now, a lot of times do you see a 6-11 team averaged 54.9 points per game to giving up 48. That is a winning team's average and opponent's points per game total that you look at there. Far corner, Allen tries to take the lead. That's it off the right side of the rim. Takes a big bounce straight over to Autumn Roper along the baseline. Lady Buffaloes are down 8-6 right now, 3:55 left in the first. Inside the circle, Amari Landrum dribbles left, hands the ball off over to Hall. Hall passing right wing, around over to Roper. Roper to Autumn Roper. We have Asia and Autumn Roper on the floor right now. Asia wearing number 1, Autumn number 24. Left wing, hands the ball off over to Hall. Hall feeds it over to Autumn, around to Asia, far corner, who's got 4 points already. 3:30 left in the first. McAlester down by 2. Grabbing it. That's number. Is that number 28? Far corner. Driving in. Hall to the left wing. No, it's number 20. It just has a weird font. As we have a right wing 3 that's going to be missed by Hall. I have never seen it.
Sure?
No, that's 20.
No, that's 20.
They have a. If you're looking on the video screen, it looks like an 8 if you're just glancing at it.
They have a line.
It's a line that's going crossways.
Just have a regular 0.
That's what I was wondering. I was
Makes
like,
it easier.
that looks like a 28. I was like, you don't do that in high school basketball. Inside, we have a 2-ups by Bodie Nystrom that's missed. Good paint defense down low by the Lady Ropers, number 12, Sakaya, Germany. Right wing, Matea Hall being guarded up by Kilburn, who pokes the ball loose. It's on the deck, nearly a foul on Kilburn. And grabbing along the far sideline and saving the possession here is Landrum. Feeding it inside. Good look over to Roper. Roper misses the shot, though, after she got her lady to jump for joy. Gets her own rebound. So another chance here for the Lady Chargers with 2:33 left to go in the first. 8-6 Lady Chargers lead the Lady Buffaloes. Pass inside. Asia Roper towards the rim, and she's going to be fouled by Avery Alverson, who checked in for Maddie Van Dorpy earlier. So they are already, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And back against McAlester on November 28th as the first free throw is up and made. They were only 56% from the charity stripe then. Right now they're a perfect 3 of 3. Riley Forehand comes in for Rylan Less now, and the Lady Buffaloes are down and have not led this game yet. 9-6, 2:27 left in the first. Second shot is made. Lady Chargers pride themselves in a stellar defense, and they're going to show some pressure to McAlester for the first time today before they can get across the half-court line. Kilburn, with 3 ladies defending her, passes across the half-court line, feeds it to the corner to Forehand. Forehand back to Alverson. Alverson calling for some help as she picks up her dribble, feeds it straight away over to Kilburn. Kilburn inside to Nystrom. Nystrom on the drive, double team, back outside. She traveled. Nystrom traveled before she get the ball outside the perimeter. And Coach Owen knows that McAlester has had a really not-so-great start to this game. He's going to take a timeout and talk to his team. 2:08 left in the first. Lady Chargers lead the Lady Buffaloes 10-6 here.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
(10-6) is the score. Lady Chargers lead the Lady Buffaloes on what has been a slow scoring night for them so far. 2:08 left to go in the first. Lady Chargers have put McAllister's offense in a bunch of knots right here. Now, some of them self-inflicted. Some of the shots McAlester usually makes. Tonight, not doing it so because of some pressure by the Lady Chargers. As right now they beat a press and they get to the high post. Lady Chargers do. To the near corner, there's a wide open 3 by Autumn Roper that is good, and they are firing on all cylinders here early. 13 points for the Memorial Lady Chargers. As it'll be Tori Kilburn, they'll take it across the half-court line with the team down by 7. Left wing, Nystrom feeds it between the rings over to Alberson. Overhead pass over to Kilburn. Kilburn on the drive has a wide open spot to the layup, and she will sink it. It's 13-8. Tori Kilburn gets on the scoreboard once more, and she's got 4 points so far tonight. And the Lady Chargers throw this one away. Into the corner, pass sailed wide left. Gives Lady Buffaloes the ball, down by 5. 1:29 left in the first. McAlester having to play without Maddie Van Dorby for the rest of the first quarter due to an early 2 fouls that she recorded. Left wing Forehand. Forehand guarded up well by Autumn Roper. A bounce pass to the top of the key. We'll have an offensive foul here on the Lady Buffaloes. It was off ball, and it will be on, I think this is going to be on Katie Allen. I think it's Katie Allen. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. I think he signaled 23.
By the way, I have the score as 10-11. I think they gave 2 points to the Chargers. That should have been to the Buffaloes.
No, I think it is 13-10. I think it is 13-8. I don't think there's been any problem there. Well, keep it what you got right now, and then we'll look at it here in just a second.
And foul was on Kilburn, by the way.
Yeah, I think they're right, Wyatt. 1:05 left in the first, as we had a travel, it looked like, between the rings, past the left wing. Back to the edge of the circle. To the left wing, 58 seconds left in the first. 13-8, Lady Chargers lead the Lady Buffaloes. A drive to the right elbow. Back outside. Quick three by Autumn Roper. That one's too strong. Rebounded by Kilburn down the low post. Kilburn will take it down the floor. Stopping at the three-point line. Trying to drive right. Pass inside over to the Nystrom. Nystrom tries to find Kilburn. She's not there, so she does a turnaround jumper that's too strong. Can't hit the rim. And it'll be rebounded by the Lady Roper. I keep on saying Lady Ropers. Can you guys stop me from doing that? There's an Asia Roper and Autumn Roper, and it's throwing me off as we have an offensive foul here on Matea Hall, and she picks up her second personal foul. Like I said, we have played the Lady Ropers so many times. I apologize in advance if I say Lady Ropers. Just know I mean Lady Chargers. Rylan Luss now checks back into the game for Bodie Nystrom. 26 seconds left in the first, 13-8. Lady Buffaloes trail. Kilburn takes it down the middle of the floor. Her team down by 5 to the right wing. Luss now, the top of the key. Good pump, no drive, good feed inside. What a pass from Avery Alberson. She thinned the needle between like 3 defenders, finding Tori Kilburn, who's fouled on the shot attempt. 2 free throws coming up for Miss Kilburn. That was an unbelievable pass there from the junior. So Kilburn at the charity stripe. That's the second foul on Autumn Roper, as the first free throw is made here by Lady Buffalo's Tori Kilburn. Now they are they just put that one on the Chargers.
Yeah.
So I have it at 13-9 now, but we'll look at your stats here in just a second and see if we're off. Second shot is made by Kilburn, and we have it at 13-10 right now. 11 seconds left in the first. McAlester pressing in the dying seconds of the quarter. Pass across the half-court line. Grabbed by Autumn Roper. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. We do not have a shot that gets off. Great defense to end the quarter by the Lady Buffaloes. We have the score right now, 13-10. Lady Chargers lead McAlester. We head to the second quarter here.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Okay, 13-10 is our score. The Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers leading the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. As we are about to begin the second quarter here, it's the junior Tori Kilburn along with the junior Avery Alberson, freshman Rylan Lesnow. We also have on the floor for McAlester sophomore number 1 Riley Forehand and junior number 23 Katie Allen. 13-10 McAlester down by 3, 7:53 left in the first half. Right front court, passing to the edge of the circle with the ball, number 24. That's Autumn Roper, who hit a 3 earlier. And that's the difference right now. Right wing to the far corner. Over to Trinity, Germany. On the drive, low post, 2 is up. Good defense inside, rebounded by Kilburn after the missed shot. Kilburn takes it and takes it down the far sideline. He had 17 rebounds the last game against the Lady Chargers. Pass to the right wing, Allen on the drive after a pump towards the rim. She almost got it, but she'll be fouled in the process. This is going to be not a shooting foul, though. This will be on the floor, so it wouldn't matter if she made it or not. Foul's on number 20, Amari Landrum. That's her first, team first. Lady Buffaloes down by 3, 7:26 left in the half. Alberson finds Kilburn, wide open right block, and that leads to a 13-12. Timeout called. Roderick Hall of Tulsa Memorial. McAlester down by 1, 7:24 left in the half here on KD.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
No, just 30, please. $7:24 left in the first half. The Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers lead the McAlester Lady Buffaloes 13-12. As McAlester has pulled it within 1 after trailing 13-6. They've gone on a 6-0 run. Asia Roper hands the ball off over to the near sideline. Tulsa Memorial with the ball. McAlester changing things up a little bit defensively. They're spreading things out. A 2-1-2 zone defense that's spreading the length of the floor. Putting some pressure on the ball handlers of the Lady Chargers right now. Autumn Roper dribbles to the top of the key, tries to feed it inside three-point line and does so as we have a foul now inside on Katie Allen. That's her second. Team foul first. First team foul. Team foul number 1 is what I meant to say for the Lady Buffaloes. Memorial has the same. They're giving Katie that as her first foul there, though, so I guess the last one is Bodie Nystrom. Top of the key 3 is sunk here by Asia Roper, and that ends that 6-0 run for McAlester, and it strengthens the Lady Charger lead to 16-12. 6:47 left in the first half.
See, I think Memorial just needs to change their mascot at this point.
Low post 2 is missed by Katie Allen. Falls off, grabbed by Asia Roper. Down the floor, feed it off to the near corner. Over to Landrum. Landrum back over to Roper. Left elbow driving in. Bounce pass late. Great look. Finds a wide open number 12, Zakaya Germany. And it's quickly 18-12. A 5-point swing now for the Lady Chargers. 6:23 left in the half. Lady Buffaloes down by 6 again. Less now on the drive. Good move, but she can't finish. Again, another low post drive by McAlester that does not end in points when they have high percentage shots. I know there's a little bit of pressure there, but Lady Buffaloes can't convert again. Maddie Van Dorpy will check back to the game for the first time in a little while. They call the foul on Rylan Lesnow. That's her first.
No, that's her third.
They have it as her first on the scoreboard.
I mean, she had to sit the entire first.
No, Maddie Van Dorpy had to sit.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Rylan Lesnow, that's her first. So she comes out. Maddie Van Dorpy, who is playing with 2 fouls now, checks back in. 6:05 left in the half. Near corner. Autumn Roper, cross-court pass, finding Asia Roper in the far corner. Asia drives, stops. That's a travel, and it's going to be called here too. It'll give the Lady Buffaloes the ball back. Trailing by 6, 18-12. Kilburn down the middle of the floor. She'll pass it left wing over to Allen. Allen looking for an open lady. She finds Riley forehand low post. This time the Lady Buffaloes convert off the left block. It's 18-14 as the Lady Chargers will now move it down the floor up by 4. Asia dribbles to the left wing. Kind of left alone. Cross-court pass over to the far corner. Grabbed by Germany. Germany to the top of the key. Quick passing to the near corner. Roper for 3. This one's missed. Rebounded by Kilburn. Kilburn comes up with it. Team down by 4. Passing head in stride over to Maddie Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy on the drive. Tough shot. She got it. Maddie Van Dorpy. What a left-handed hook shot to pull the Lady Buffaloes within 2.
Maddie Van Dorpy's now got 5.
5:15 left in the half. Lady Chargers up by a bucket. Coach Owen directing his ladies how to guard this possession here. And here's a tip pass stolen by Avery Albertson. McAllister's got the numbers. Driving in, Maddie Van Dorpy up for 2, and the tie can't get it. And we have a offensive board by Avery Albertson. She tried passing along the baseline. No one was there but a Lady Charger. I thought that Kilburn was grabbed on one of the attempts for a rebound, though, as we have a charge called. Riley forehand on the other side of the floor takes the punishment, and she'll say, I'll take the ball too. Foul's going to be on Asia Roper, her first, team second. Alberson comes out. Bodie Nystrom checks in. 18-16. Lady Buffaloes are down by 2 with 4:50 left in the half. Maddie Van Dorpy yarded up, passing to the left wing over to Forehand. Forehand, who just gave her team the ball, passes to the right wing over to Kilburn. Kilburn to the right wing, inside through the hands of Forehand. Can she gather it back? She's wrestling for it. Ball's wrestled loose. Lady Chargers have the steal. They go the other way. 2-on-3. They got the numbers. What a pass! A tip pass by Katie Allen, stolen by Tori Kilburn. Kilburn, one-on-one towards the rim. Tough shot, missed it. We have an offensive rebound. Katie Allen, left elbow, 2. Got it. Tie game. 18-18. What instincts by Katie Allen to tip that ball in midair to be able to get Tori Kilburn the steal there. We're tied up 18-18. Pass inside, tipped by Tori Kilburn this time, and she'll grab the steal. Kilburn down the floor, head over to Allen. Allen on the drive for 2, and the lead. Lady Buffaloes get it. First lead of the day for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, and they're on an 8-0 run. 3:51 left to go in the half. 20-18, they found a groove. Matea Hall on the drive, feeds inside, and Katie Allen tips the ball out of bounds. There was a wide open lady, low post, Kalina Lowe. And Allen saved 2 points there. Right now it's Allen and Kilburn just flying around the court. Really, it's excellent defense by all 5 ladies on the floor. They have been working as a collective unit right now perfectly over the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. Right wing to the top of the key. Matea Hall on the drive. Has to feed it to the feet of Asia Roper. Bounced out of bounds. Lady Buffalo basketball. .338 left in the first half. It is the Lady Buffaloes 20, Lady Chargers 18. As Van Dorpy will have the ball inside the circle with 3:30 left in the first half, and we'll have another offensive foul here down off around the ball. This one's going to be on Bodie Nystrom.
Foul 42, Bodie Nystrom.
And if the earlier foul was on her, well, they're not going to say that was on her either. They're on the scoreboard. They're giving that as her first foul. But they gave someone else a foul earlier as Katie Allen, I thought, was the one that was charged with it, but they have her at 1 foul as well on the score sheet. Matea Hall, right wing, dribbles inside, finds a wide open lady. Someone left the low post spot and allowed a wide open number 14, Kalina Lowe. McAlester had a steal there, and they wouldn't have moved. Van Dorp passes the top of the key over to Forehand. Forehand to the right wing to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy trying to drive into the paint. Left-handed hook shot. She got the roll again. Maddie Van Dorpy once again making Mission Impossible look easy. 22-20 the score.
Yeah, Maddie Van Dorpy, 7 points, shooting 75%.
Matea Hall's first three-point attempt tonight falls. It's 23-22. And that one was from downtown, right in front of McAllister's bench. 1 point lead for Memorial. We're trading blows here. Pass inside. Nystrom can't handle it, but he goes straight over to Kilburn, who drives baseline. Spin move. Here's a tough shot, and she's going to be fouled on the shot. She'll go to the free throw line as we have a hurt Memorial Lady Charger on the floor right now. Zakaya Germany. And she's in a lot of pain. We'll take a injury timeout and be back here in just a moment here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Now open Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
So it was Zakaya Germany that was down for the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, knocked down around the high post. And it looks like it's her left leg that she's favoring right now. She comes off the floor. And again, praying for everything to be okay there in that situation. But again, she was in a ton of pain, so hate to see that. And she'll sit down and get further evaluation. India Highshaw comes in for McAlester. Tori Kilburn's going to have 2 free throws coming up right now. Lady Chargers lead the Lady Buffaloes 23-22. 2:32 left in the first half. Kilburn's first free throw ties the game. 23 all. We have been battling back and forth since the two teams have been going on runs, just to try to get the Lady Buffaloes a 1-point advantage. Kilburn got it. It is 24-23. Kilburn now, I believe, with 10 points, right?
Yes, and a perfect 4-4 from the charity stripe. Wanted to wait till she made both of them to say that.
24-23, Lady Buffaloes in the lead. Between the rings, picking up the dribble is the Lady Chargers. A tip pass stolen by Kilburn again. Kilburn head over to Van Dorby. Van Dorby left-handed layup is good. Maddie Van Dorby's having a heck of a night right now, and it's 26-23. She's got 9. As we have Riley Forehand nearly having a steal, just a little bit late, but she read it like a book on the pass over to the right wing. She's walking around with confidence right now. The Lady Buffaloes defense is just displaying confidence galore. Far corner, Hall trying to drive. Inside will have a foul called. Is it on the shot or on the floor? They're going to call it on the floor. See who the foul's on.
It's going to be on number 33.
Yeah, India Highshaw. That's McAllister's 4th. One more sends Lady Chargers to the line. Autumn Roper inbounds to the right wing, almost stolen by Van Dorby. Steps inside the three-point line, stepping right back out is Asia Roper. Passes it off right side over to Landrum. Landrum guarded up by Allen. Back over to Asia. Works off a screen by Autumn. Passes into Autumn. It comes loose. Taken back by Autumn in the corner. Autumn to the right wing. Back over to Asia. 3-point game. Edge of the circle. Looking back at her coach was number 20, Amari Landrum. Katie Allen nearly took advantage of that while she was guarded up on her and almost got the steal. Stopping, feeding it off over to Asia Roper. Lady Chargers down by 3. Roper takes the 2. Contested, missed shot. We have a ball on the deck, offensive board by Matea Hall and the Lady Chargers. In the low post, tough 2. Great defense by Kilburn. Ball comes loose, rebounded by Kilburn. Kilburn ahead, overhead pass into traffic, stolen. They're walking the tightrope. They're going to say she stayed on the floor, and then we're going to have a now out of bounds. So we'll just say no harm, no foul, no steal or turnover for either team there. As she was still trying to get possession, number 24, Autumn Roper, along the far sideline in front of one of the media tables here. Kilburn will inbound into the backcourt. Lady Buffaloes up 26-23, 1:06 left in the half. Forehand. Passes with the left hand over to the far corner. Van Dorby for 3, and we have a made 3. Does it count?
No.
3 seconds in the lane before. No, they're going to call another off-ball foul. This is the 3rd off-ball foul called on McAlester in this half offensively.
It's going to be Highshaw's 2nd.
And that is brutal for McAlester because that was a made left wing 3 for Van Dorby, but the whistle was blown just before the ball went into the hoop. So take the 3 off the board. Matea Hall, left wing, guarded up well. Cross-court pass right wing for the tie. Missed it. Asia Roper rebounded by Autumn Roper. Now right wing 3 by Hall is in and out. Offensive rebound again. Baseline, throwing back to the left wing. 36 seconds left in the half. Van Dorby guarding up Asia Roper. 3rd chance at points here for the Lady Chargers. Far corner Hall on the drive baseline. Spin move, double team. They're going to call a foul here on the Lady Buffaloes.
I believe that's going to be on Highshaw again.
That'd be her 3rd. But even more important here for the Lady Chargers is that's McAllister's 5th team foul. Free throws coming up here for Matea Hall and Memorial. First free throw is good. Lady Chargers has been really good from the line tonight. Already, again, 5 of 5. Bodie Nystrom checks in for Highshaw. Like we mentioned, they were 56% from the line last time out against Lady Buffaloes. This to make it a 1-point game if Hall can get it, and she does. It's 26-25. Inbound to Van Dorby. Van Dorby down the far sideline as she races across the floor with number 20, Amari Landrum. Dribbles right side, has to pick up a dribble. Bounce pass inside over to Nystrom. Back outside. Maddie Van Dorby, corner 3. Got it! Maddie Van Dorby with a big smile on her face. Paint it gold. 29-25. Katie Allen with a steal down the far sideline. 6 seconds. Allen on the drive. Layup. Good. 2 seconds left. Inbound. That will be the half. And what a way to end the first half for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. A corner 3 made by Miss Maddie Van Dorpy, a steal and score and a heck of a drive to the basket by Katie Allen to strengthen the McAlester lead to 6 points at the half. 31-25, we'll take a break and we'll look at some halftime stats and we return here on
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Marion opened his dealership in Ada in 1950.
And now I'm the third generation to join the car business. At Benton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is as strong today as it was in 1950 when Papa started.
Dad ensured that everyone that walked through the door received a customer service experience like no other they'd had before.
Come see us at Benton Nissan of McAlester and see how our family values still apply today. And don't forget to tell him Maddie sent ya.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Okay, here's all the popcorn winners. We got 148, 136, 24.
Before we go to our halftime stats, I want to thank our sponsors, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Camp Inc., McAlester Direct Primary Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the Bank N.A., Fenton Nissan, W.E. Alford Propane, Vickers Power Sports, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you guys for putting us on the air all year this year. And for Vickers Furniture, giving them a little bit extra love today. We got a commercial that was put into the system right before we went on the air today, so didn't have their updated commercial yet. So want to give a shout out to Vickers Furniture and all the good that they do in the community, and also for putting us on the air, like we said, all season long. Let's go ahead and let's look at the leading scores for McAlester at the half, in which McAlester leads 31-25 at the break.
Maddie Van Dorpy leads in scoring at the half with 13 points on 5 of 6 shooting, good for 83% from the field, a perfect 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And looking at Tori Kilburn, she has 10 points on the night on 50% shooting, and 4 of 4 from the charity stripe, also has 5 defensive boards and 3 steals. Looks like Katie Allen has 7 points so far at 60% shooting, and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, also has 2 offensive boards. Looks like Riley Forehand has 2 points on the night, and that is going to round out your scoring.
All right, looking at the team stats here, that's going to tell the story a little bit better.
Your McAlester Lady Buffaloes are 12 of 23 from the field. That is good for 52% Tulsa, 8 of 18. That's good for 44%. McAlester right now, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. That's good for 67%.
They could easily be 3 of 4, too. Maddie Van Dorby hit a 3 that right before it fell. Off-ball offensive foul, McAlester.
And Tulsa right now, 3 of 9. That's good for 33% from three-point land. McAlester, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. That's good for 83%. Tulsa Memorial, perfect, 6 of 6. Looking at rebounds here, McAlester has 8 boards tonight, 3 offensive, 5 defensive. Tulsa Memorial with 4 offensive boards and 6 defensive boards. That's good for 10 boards overall. Looking at steals and turnovers, looks like Tulsa with 7 turnovers, and looks like McAlester with 13. Also, did I do that
yeah,
right?
You got that right.
Okay. Also,
McAllister's forced 13 turnovers. They've had right, 7.
I thought I got it backwards.
You switched them up.
All right. Also,
all right. Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
Also, looks like McAlester with 1 block tonight.
All right. So what I'm looking at here, and you guys can build off of this if you want to. Maddie Van Dorpy has been a stud. She's been really good, and I know that McAllister's noticed that Memorial's put a lot of emphasis on guarding Katie Allen. As we have Carter Lance in the building here, they put a lot of emphasis on guarding Katie Allen after she made 4 threes against Memorial back in the season opener. Maddie Van Dorpy hitting her 3, doing it twice. She really hit 3 in a row. Again, one is off. One does not count, but she's hit 3 in a row. And her hitting from 3 is going to open up Katie's shot too. I don't think Katie has had but 1 open 3-point attempt this entire game, and even then it was rushed.
And that was early on, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, so she hasn't really been able to take any attempts from beyond the arc, but her hitting is going to lead to Katie getting some open shots too, because eventually you're going to have to guard Maddie, because the thing about Maddie Van Dorpy is that when she gets rolling, it's like a rolling stone down a hill. It just keeps on going. She is
once it gets going, there's no stopping.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, once she starts hitting, she can take complete control of this game.
You saw it. I mean, she's a big reason why McAlester was dominant all throughout the Promise More Invitational, and only lost because, again, they lost one of the biggest pieces, if not the biggest piece on their team early in the third quarter, and Tori Kilburn breaking her nose then. So I'm looking at Maddie Van Dorpy as a player to watch continuing on in the second half, but I'm adding in a side of Katie Allen as well, because I think she's going to be able to get a lot more shot attempts in the second half because of the production that Maddie Van Dorpy has put out there. Because, again, Maddie Van Dorpy did not have a great season opener. She went 0 of 3, only had 2 points, so her springing forward, stepping up big time is going to help out the Lady Buffalo scoring opportunities in the second half immensely. But also, I'm surprised about the rebounds. McAlester dominated rebounds, 48 to 21 over at Tulsa Memorial back in the season opener. That is showing the growth of the Lady Chargers to this point. So I'm expecting McAlester to do better on the glass in the second half. Now, what about you guys?
Yeah, like you said, you got to do better on the glass. McAlester with 8 rebounds right now. Tulsa Memorial with 10. Outside of that, India Highshaw in a bit of foul trouble. She has 3, so she'll need to be careful in the second half. And other than that, just keep scoring, keep the pressure on Memorial on defense, because everything you've done up to this point has worked.
Well, Memorial is playing a significantly better game than they did against McAlester back in the season opener. They only shot 31% against McAlester, and they are now, like you said, at 44%. So right now, 13% better. So you have to tip your cap over to Memorial, as they led for a majority of the first half. McAlester went on 1-8-0 run to be able to take the lead, and they fell for a little bit. Then again, the McAlester with a 5-point swing in the matter of 12 seconds to lead by 6 instead of what would be 1. So I'm telling you, even bigger of a tip cap, though, to the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Despite how well Memorial's playing, McAlester has bounced back. It's been awesome. It's been a great game to watch, and we encourage you, if you are listening and thinking about coming out, you need to catch the second half of this one. It's going to be great. We have about 30 seconds until we start the second half. I know it says 52 seconds on the clock here, but we'll start a little bit earlier than that. Again, 31-25, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. One more time, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Camp Inc., McAlester Direct Primary Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the Bank and A, Fenton Nissan, WE Offered Propane, Vigorous Power Sports, and Vickers Furniture. Go check them out. All right, so the Lady Buffaloes are in the huddle, getting ready to go. So Wyatt, you gave your key to the second half. Nate, what's something you want to see in the second half?
Just build off that momentum you saw toward the very end of the second quarter. I mean, like you said, I think it was a 5-0 run, like within the last minute of the first half. Just build up on that.
So again, it's a 6-point Lady Buffalo lead. I believe they will have the ball to begin the second half as McAlester breaks with Maddie Van Dorpy, Katie Allen, Rylan Lesnow, Tori Kilburn, and Bodie Nystrom. And despite McAllister's sort of slow start to this game, they lead by 6 against a much improved Tulsa Memorial team, which is so much better than their 6-11 record shows, I'm telling you. They played some really good teams really close. Allen's going to inbound, finding Kilburn. Kilburn with a pass over to Van Dorpy, driving towards the rim, throws it off the foot of a Lady Charger, but it's gathered all the way outside the perimeter by Katie Allen. Left wing, Kilburn's guarded up well out to the right front court. Allen's kind of left alone here. Hand the ball over to Van Dorpy. Right wing to Kilburn. Kilburn to the high post. Allen, or rather, Rylan Lesnow on the drive. She can't get the bounce in, though, and we're going to have an offensive foul here on Lesnow. She made too much contact trying to go over the back of Autumn Roper for the rebound. That's her second personal. Nearly a great drive and score. Again, she's been really close to some points tonight. Just has not been falling for the freshman yet. 30 seconds into the third. Lady Buffaloes had their first possession. Here's the Lady Chargers. I'm going to do it all night long, I promise. Driving in, Matea Hall kicks out to the far corner. Working around and passing back off over to Landrum. Landrum left front court, trying to find someone open. They'll find it over to Hall. Hall left wing 3 is off. Rebounded by Keel. Nope, it's going to be taken back by the Lady Chargers. Now we're going to have a tie ball here. Lady Chargers are going to come up with it. They'll have a second possession here. What my question is on that possession, though, is Lesnow is charged with a foul on the other side for doing kind of what happened to Tori Kilburn on this right side. Kilburn got good positioning. There was a lot of contact made on the right block. Probably should have been a foul there on the Lady Chargers on that rebound. At least that's what I saw on first glance. Inbound, over to the right wing, over to Asia. Yeah, just circle over to Landrum. Landrum back over to Autumn, right front court. Minute 5 into the third quarter, 6-point Lady Buffalo lead. Landrum inside over to Hall. Hall trying to drive, spin move inside the paint. She traveled. A turnover on the Lady Chargers gives McAlester the ball. Lady Chargers going to show a little bit of pressure in the backcourt, but Katie Allen feeds it over to Kilburn, who will take it down the floor. And hand the ball off over to Allen. 6:40 left in the third. Allen dribbles right. Swing pass right wing. Kilburn trying to drive, denied by Hall. Great defense. Far corner over to Allen. Allen off a screen by Nystrom. Tries driving. Stops right elbow. Doesn't have an open shot. Back outside the perimeter. Over to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy dribbling left side. Feeds it off over to Kilburn. Kilburn to the high post over to Lesnow. Lesnow trying to dribble inside. Again, tough 2. This one is going to be a foul, a shooting foul. 2 free throws on the way for Rylan Lesnow, as it's going to be on number 24, Autumn Roper of the Lady Chargers. Lesnow 48% from the free throw line on the year. She was 3 of 5 from the free throw line against Edison back on Tuesday.
And again, McAlester from the line tonight, 5 of 6.
Now make that 6 of 7 as she hits the first free throw. Lady Buffaloes lead by 7. It's a 6-0 run going back to the last quarter. Second shot by Lesnow, nothing but net. She has been working. You can tell she's really been working on her free throws. She sinks both of them there. That's been something that's kept on climbing and climbing with improvement as her freshman season has gone along. 8-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. Largest one of the game by either team now. Top of the key. Bounce pass, right wing. Over to Asia. Asia bounce pass back to number 20, Amari Landrum. Landrum looking right, will pass right over to Hall. Hall driving, stopping, kicking near corner. Asia Roper for 3. That one's off, rebounded. As this one will be a foul called on number 20, Amari Landrum, as she bumped into the back of Maddie Van Dorpy trying to grab a rebound. Second team foul on Memorial here in the second half. Second personal on Landrum. Kilburn taking it to the right wing on a dribble, passing between the rings over to Van Dorpy. Left elbow to Lesnow. Lesnow, quick drive back outside, far corner. Kilburn Dribbles left, reverses, goes right, and we'll have an offensive foul called on Kilburn as Hall went to the floor.
I mean, it looked like she might have extended that arm.
Again, officials have a pretty good view of that down along that baseline. It wasn't egregious, but it's one of those borderline calls. That's Kilburn's second personal, by the way, second team foul on the Lady Buffaloes. Now a lot of McAlester Lady Buffaloes playing with at least 2 fouls. As we have a stolen pass here. Maddie Van Dorpy came up with it. Mateo Hall is slow to get up, still in the backcourt. Dribbling across the half-court line, Van Dorpy to the far corner. Les now tries feeding it inside, finds Kilburn. Kilburn up for a tough 2. She can't get the roll. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Chargers, so it'll stay with McAlester. If I do say Lady Ropers at any point again tonight, just say Chargers. Just quickly say Chargers if you catch me doing it. Maddie Van Dorpy looks to inbound. Tries to find someone open. She'll have to lob it contested over to Kilburn, high post. Kilburn spins, gets it back out between the rings over to Van Dorpy. Lady Buffaloes lead by 8. Lady Chargers have not scored here in the second half so far. Inside, Lesnow takes a bump. She got it and won. Rylan Lesnow took a bump to the baseline. She shoots, she scores right this way. Miss Lesnow to the charity stripe. Lady Buffaloes by double digits right now, 35-25.
She's got 4 points in this third quarter.
And she was so close to getting a lot of points in the first 2 quarters as well. They just barely fell off, and now you're starting to see them fall for the freshman. That was the third foul on Landrum. Free throw attempt by Lesnow is short. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. It will go to the Lady Chargers. Kilburn was waiting in anticipation for the call from the official, thinking that was maybe going to stay with the Lady Buffaloes, but she'll instead just take the 10-point lead that the Lady Buffaloes maintain right now. Has played great defense in the second half. Asia Roper looking around this zone defense by McAlester. She has to pick up her dribble. She'll feed it off over to Hall as we have a timeout called by head coach Roderick Hall. It's a 60-second timeout, 4:26 left in the third. Lady Buffaloes lead by 10 over the Lady Chargers here on.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
(35-25), the McAlester Lady Buffaloes on top of the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. After Tulsa Memorial has been having a hard time against this zone defense by McAlester, who's spreading out the floor. Coach Roger Call from Memorial might have seen something. Calls a timeout, talks to his offense. Let's see what McAlester rolls out with out of the break. Tulsa Memorial has the ball with an inbound to the backcourt. Over to Asia Roper. Dribbling across the half-court line is Asia Roper down the far sideline. Double-teamed in the corner, and they'll pass it off with bounce over to Hall. Hall trying to drive into the lane, kicks it out, right wing, open 3, Autumn Roper, nothing but net. Autumn Roper hits the 3 of the sophomore, makes it now a 7-point game, and that ends that scoreless stretch that they've had for the entire third quarter so far. First 3 points by the Lady Chargers. Trying to drive is, that's going to be a travel here by Rylan Lesnow. It took 2 steps before a dribble was made, and it gives the ball back over to the Lady Chargers, who just found an open 3 from Autumn Roper. I'm telling you, the Lady Chargers, you give them a couple years, and they're going to be at the top of the district. They got a lot of young talent on this team. Near corner. As Hall cannot save a ball, that's passed over to the near sideline. It goes out of bounds into the Memorial bench. It'll be McAlester basketball as Lady Buffaloes force yet another turnover. Again, Memorial had 16 back in the opening game of the year.
That's what they have right now, 16.
Forehand in trouble and needs to pass the ball. Does so to the far corner to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy gets a screen by Kilburn on the drive. Van Dorpy, tough shot, missed it. Offensive rebound, put back up, is missed. Kilburn gets another rebound, misses her shot again, gets another rebound, and this time she's fouled on the shot up. That's 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession for Tori Kilburn. Come on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Tori's just stat padding right now. She'll get 2 free throws. So 2 free throws here for what her team calls her Big Bird while she's wearing the mask. As the first free throw is missed by Kilburn.
I can see that nickname.
Well, when you break your nose, your team's going to give you some heck about it. But she's been fantastic. Second shot up and good. Mask does not phase her at all. 1 of 2 from the line. Tori Kilburn, she's got 11 points on the night. 8-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. As Asia Roper splits the defenders, passes to the near corner, 3-pointer up, and this one's made. Back-to-back threes made by Autumn Roper. McAlester might need to start switching some things up after the Lady Chargers have been able to find 2 open threes, both of them hit by Autumn Roper. She's got 9 points now, all on 3-pointers. To the high post, Rylan Less now. Tries to feed it back out, tipped, but taken back by Allen in the corner. Allen gets a screen by Kilburn. Sets up for a 3. Can't answer back. Offensive rebound, they're going to call a foul here. It's going to be on Kilburn. In the low post. She was pushing off of a Lady Charger. She was trying to snag it with the right hand. And that is her 3rd. It's going to be something to look at. 5-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes after the Lady Chargers have hit 2 threes here on 2 of 3 possessions. Pass the top of the key to the right wing. Asia Roper now for 3, and now they are roping in threes. They have hit 3 consecutive threes to turn a 10-point deficit into a 2-point one.
They're now 6 of 14 from beyond the arc.
And we have a foul here along the right wing on a Lady Charger. Oh, they're going to call it on the Lady Buffaloes. And it's going to be on Tori?
Yeah.
Tori's all of a sudden got her 4th foul. She's had 3 fouls in this quarter alone, and she'll have to sit for a majority of the rest of the game. Now, all of a sudden, Lady Buffaloes look like they were well in control of this game. And now you're kind of biting your nails. 36-34, Lady Buffaloes. Although they lead, Memorial's got all the control. Left elbow 2 for the tie, left it short. Getting her own rebound is Germany, and she scores. It's a tie game. Trinity, Germany makes it 36-36. After not scoring for the first 4 minutes, the Lady Chargers have scored 11 points in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Right wing, less now. To the far corner, to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy off a screen by Nystrom. Driving, Van Dorpy for 2. Can't get it, but she is fouled. Maddie Van Dorpy to the line. It's going to be on number 21, Matea Hall. That's going to be her 3rd personal. Team foul number 5 puts McAlester in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Van Dorpy's first free throw is good. Van Dorpy from the charity stripe on the year, 68% coming into tonight. Avery Alberson in for Rylan Less now. Lady Buffaloes retake the lead 37-36. Van Dorpy's second free throw attempt, nothing but net. It is 38-36. Lady Buffaloes back up by 2.
And Van Dorpy now with 14 points.
The Lady Buffaloes trying to find an answer for the Lady Roper offense that's been spearheaded by the 3 consecutive made threes. They've scored on 4 out of their last 5 possessions. Here's a pass out to Autumn Roper. Round over to Hall. Hall right wing. Feeds it off over to Asia. Asia, pass outside over to Autumn. Long 3. This one's missed. A heat check. And Van Dorpy got the rebound. Looked like they're going to call a tie ball. Looked like she was pushed as she grabbed the board towards the baseline. It'll stay with the Lady Buffaloes regardless, but she grabbed the rebound and was pushed towards the baseline there. Kilburn was charged with a foul earlier in this quarter for something similar, but the Lady Buffaloes still have the ball. Bodie Nystrom, one dribble between the rings over to forehand, left wing to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy top the key to Allen. Allen right wing to forehand. Forehand trying to drive, wide dribble, guarded up by Hall. 1:11 left to go in the 3rd. Lady Buffaloes up by 2. Left wing Alberson. Alberson to the top of the key, forehand takes the 3. Forehand can't get it. Offensive rebound, Avery Alberson. Threw it off the top of the backboard. Offensive rebound, Katie Allen fading to the right side. Scores the 2, makes it a 40-36 game. Lady Buffaloes lead by 4. 56 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Here.
Now open Camp Inc. your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
After being cold to start off the third quarter, the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers scored 11 points in less than 2 minutes. Lady Buffalo's been able to answer back with 4 of their own. They lead 40-36. McAlester does. Final 52 seconds of the third quarter. Lady Chargers with the ball. Katie Allen pokes the ball loose but can't grab it. Asia Roper passes to the top of the key over to Hall. Hands it back off over to Asia. Asia eyes the rim but guarded up well by Katie, who gathers her steps back in. High post. Spin move. Tough shot by Hall. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Forehand in the backcourt. Well, feed across over to Alberson. Alberson trying to dribble in. Feeds it to the near corner. Threw it off the ankles of Allen. Stripped. Alberson tries to get it back. And she does so. And then a timeout called by Coach Owen. Even though she kind of threw it a little bit low, she makes up for it by getting the ball back. 26 seconds left in the third. We'll take a 30-second to be back here on.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Coach Owen keeps the possession alive for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes after Alberson gets the ball back after a near steal by the Lady Chargers. Forehand has it at the top of the key on the inbound to the far corner, Van Dorpy. Back out right wing, McAlester with 2 timeouts left. The Lady Chargers with 3. 16 seconds left in the third. Right wing to Nystrom, 13 seconds. Nystrom has the ball poked loose, gathers it back in thin air. Hands it off over to Van Dorpy, 8 seconds. To the left wing, forehand, 5 seconds. Alberson, top of the key, 3 seconds. 2 seconds, long three by Van Dorpy. Got it! Maddie Van Dorpy, have mercy! Are you kidding me? She strikes again, and that is how we end the third quarter. Put those fours up in the air, Lady Buffalo fans. It is 43-36. We'll be back for fourth quarter coverage here on.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're listening on the radio, what a perfect way to enter the fourth quarter. Maddie Van Dorpy has got 17 points. Her season high is 21. She's a perfect 3 of 3, what could easily be 4 of 4 if the foul didn't take off one of the first 3 attempts. And she hit a buzzer beater from all the way at the high school next door to be able to end that last quarter. Lady Buffaloes lead by 7. She has stepped up in a mighty way. McAlester having to play without Tori Kilburn here for a majority of the fourth quarter, I believe, to be able to start this off. She's got 4 fouls on her. Top of the key, Landrum has to pick up her dribble, tries to find someone open. It's guarded up pretty well. Still looking. Maddie's all over her. Double team, lobbing back out, and they save possession here. Autumn Wright gets it. Avery Alberson with the near steal. Landrum now driving right side to the near corner. Hall pulls up, baseline jumper, rattles it home. 5-point lead now for the Lady Buffaloes as the Lady Chargers strike first in the fourth quarter. Alberson left wing. Thought about driving. At the near corner, she will dribble it around the arc. Set up the offense right between the rings. Left side of the half-court line is where McAlester shooting. Nystrom, left side, passing to the top of the key, feeding it to the right wing. Alberson can't find anyone open. She's directing traffic, though. Tries to find forehand. It's tipped loose. Hall with the steal. Hall one-on-one. Drives in, and she is going to be charged with a blocking foul. Riley forehand is. It's going to be on the floor, though. So no shot attempts here for Matea Hall. At least I thought that the official said it, yeah. The official said it's on the floor. And so he's going to tell one of the officials who is lining up for free throws that it's going to be an inbound along the baseline. 6:58 left to go in the game. Lady Buffaloes up by 5. Despite not playing with Tori for the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of game time, they've been able to still strengthen their lead. Hall muscling her way towards the basket, double teamed, and she traveled on her way towards the basket. Good double team defense in the low post by the Lady Buffaloes. And last game when the Lady Chargers were trying to mount their comeback after McAlester had an excellent start to the game, it was Matea Hall just leading that charge. It's been Asia Roper and Autumn Roper from downtown that have been the reason why they're still in the game, and McAlester couldn't pull away after they were leading by 10 in the third. Driving, Alberson, floater, Alberson got it! Avery Alberson makes it a 7-point game, 45-38. Banks at home from the left side.
By the way, Tulsa Memorial tonight with 18 turnovers.
Straight away with the ball is Landrum. Landrum bounces it to the near corner over to Hall. Hall on the drive, lost it, and there'll be a blocking foul called as she was starting to stumble down to the floor. Coach Owen doesn't agree with the call. Bodie Nystrom's going to be charged with the foul. 2 free throws on the way from Matea Hall. It looked like she was starting to stumble her way forward first, and I didn't think she was really as much fouled as she was kind of tripped up there on her own trying to get around the Lady Buffalo. First free throw is made, so it's now a 6-point game.
Yeah, Tulsa's still a perfect 7 of 7.
Coach Owen still trying to plead his case to one of the officials over on this other side. Really calm and composed, collected, but again, he's given his opinion. 45-40. 6:14 left in the game. It's a 5-point Lady Buffalo lead as Matea Hall hits both the free throws to get those 2 points back that Alberson just had. Left wing, near corner, Allen. Left wing, Nystrom. To the top of the key, Alberson. Alberson calling out the play quickly, guarded up by Hall. Alberson broke Hall's ankles right there for a little bit. What a move by Avery Alberson. Left wing, Nystrom feeds it inside to a wide open Maddie Van Dorby, and she scores. Van Dorby's got 19 on the night to lead the Lady Buffaloes. What a big-time performance from the senior. 47-40, Lady Buffaloes answer right back. 5:39 left in the contest. Landrum trying to look right, nothing's there. Looks back left, now gives over to Hall. Hall on the drive, goes up for 2, misses the shot. We have a rebound here by Allen. Allen 3-on-3, trying to push it, now she'll stop, away for her offense. Far corner, Alberson. Alberson around the arc, gets a screen by Allen. And Lady Buffaloes having to play without Tori Kilburn right now. Left wing 3 is up and off. Rebounded by Asia Roper. Riley forehand took that 3-point attempt. Roper taking it down the floor herself after she grabbed the rebound. Alberson chases after her. Left wing to the top of the key, Landrum. Looked like she might have traveled there. She's tried stepping into a 3. Stops and tries to pass it off and does so to the left wing to the low post. And we'll have a timeout called by Memorial's Roderick Hall. We'll take the timeout. 4:55 left in the game. Lady Buffaloes lead by 7 here on KNED.
Marion opened his dealership in Ada in 1950.
And now I'm the 3rd generation to join the car business. At Benton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is as strong today as it was in 1950 when Papa started.
Dad ensured that everyone that walked through the door received a customer service experience like no other they'd had before.
Come see us at Benton Nissan of McAlester and see how our family values still apply today. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
4:55 left in regulation. What has been a fantastic game between these two teams. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes are leading 47-40. Tulsa Memorial with the basketball, and they've been scoring really well as well. Lady Buffaloes have been able to, again, not just keep their lead, but extend it without their top player statistically, Tori Kilburn, not having played since the 2-minute mark in the third quarter as she has 4 fouls on her. Inbound, Hall back outside. Autumn Roper for a 3. Missed that one a little bit short. Rebounded by Maddie Van Dorby. Good look, though, after the timeout by Roderick Hall of Memorial. Van Dorby across that court line to the left wing over to Allen. Allen looking low post. Forced the pass, and it will go out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Nystrom. That is why forehand left it alone, because she thought it might have been touched by Lady Charger. But, yeah, that one was last touched by Nystrom around the mid-post area, and it gives the Lady Chargers the ball back. 4:30 left in the regulation. Bounce past the far sideline. Forehand makes up for it. Tips it loose. We're going to have a fight for the ball. It'll be a jump ball. And I believe it will be going to the Lady Buffaloes. Riley forehand with the steal there statistically. And she will get a big high five from her head coach, Jared Owen, as Tori Kilburn checks in with 4:25 left in the contest, playing with 4 fouls. Van Dorby on the edge of the circle. Passing right side over to Alberson. And we'll have a off-ball foul on Matea Hall. That's going to be her 4th. So now you got Hall playing with 4 and Kilburn playing with 4. That's something we're going to keep an eye on. Kilburn drawing up her inbound here for Lady Buffaloes. Bounce pass inbound over to Alberson. Alberson hands it off over to Kilburn. Kilburn reverses right. Has the lane to the basket. She'll go to the rim and score. Lady Buffaloes lead 49-40. About halfway through the 4th quarter. Hall driving. Goes up for 2. Block shot. Katie Allen gets the board 2. Ahead over to Alberson. Alberson on the drive. Stops and waits for her offense. Has a wide open right wing 3. Painted gold. Avery Alberson matching her number. 52-40. What a swing of events here for the Lady Buffaloes.
Avery Alberson now with 5.
Lady Buffaloes have recaptured the momentum, up by 12, 3:37 left. Hall on the drive, fouled inside the perimeter. It's going to be on Katie Allen. Scoreboard has it as her 2nd. Again, would not be surprised that's her 3rd, because I don't think they ever put a foul on the scoreboard from what happened in the first quarter. Inbound to the near sideline. Top of the key, a wide open Asia Roper 3 is off. Offensive rebound along the baseline, inside over to Hall. Hall's got the position, and Kilburn's just got to let her score. Not worth the 5th foul, and they'll make it 52-42. Passing ahead, the Lady Buffaloes threw it away. Bodie Nystrom tries to save it, and it's going to be stolen by the Lady Chargers, down by 10. Alberson chased her down. Asia Roper. Kilburn with the steal. Avery Alberson is playing a fantastic game as well. Lady Buffaloes have played team basketball tonight, and it's why they're up by 10. As Matea Hall gets the ball back on a steal on the near sideline, throwing ahead over to Germany. Germany back over to Hall. Hall driving, and she's going to be fouled and 1. And a chance to make this a 7-point game as Van Dorpy's, again, upset with the last sequence of events. McAlester has turned the ball over now, 3 straight possessions?
Yep.
And although they led by 12 just a minute ago, having a fantastic run right there, Lady Chargers will not go away. Hall's free throw to try to complete the and 1, and she does, and it's a 7-point game. We're under 3 minutes left. Memorial is going to press. Van Dorby's got it. And cross the half-court line and drives all the way towards the rim. Left-handed shot. She's fouled again. Maddie Van Dorby to the free throw line. Fouls on number 23, Trinity Germany, her 2nd. Team 2nd on the Memorial Lady Chargers here in the 4th quarter.
McAlester from the line tonight shooting 77%.
As Van Dorby misses the first free throw. Lady Buffaloes were only 48% from the free throw line back on November 28th, so already better in that stat, but Van Dorby misses the first. This is her 4th attempt on the night, and she makes the 2nd one. She's now 3 of 4 from the line. Lady Buffaloes lead by 8. She's 1 point away from tying a season high. She had 21 back in the Primus Moore Invitational 2:37 left in the contest. It is a 8-point McAlester advantage, running out of a 3-2 zone, trying to guard the three. Asia Roper dribbling it between the rings. Passing over to Autumn Roper. Had a three if she wanted it, now to the top of the key. Long two by Hall is left short, and it's a rebound by Kilburn. 2:15 left. Passing head over to Allen. Allen to the far corner. Albertson. Albertson to a cutting Tori Kilburn, who traveled inside the paint. Again, the Lady Buffaloes don't have to rush it right now. I mean, I know that they would like to be able to extend their lead and get 15 points if they can in district play, but the win is important first, and the Lady Chargers know how to score quickly. They scored 11 points in the span of less than 2 minutes in the third quarter to make this one a game instead of McAlester running away with it. Long pass stolen by Katie Allen. Allen in front of everybody for the layup. It's good. Lady Buffaloes back up double digits. 55-45, 150 left in the game. Katie Allen read that one. Textbook. She's pulling up. Long two. Roper sinks the two. About 2 feet in front of the three-point line, making it an 8-point game. Lady Buffaloes throw it away again. You don't have to rush it. And the Lady Buffaloes throw that one away, looking for Avery Albertson streaking down the far sideline. 55-47. The Lady Chargers have not won a game this year in which their opponent has scored 50 or more. They're trying to do it for the first time this season. Baseline. Roper, cross-court pass over to Hall. Hall, spot up near corner three. Off, almost fell. Offensive rebound baseline. Inside, two is up, and we have a foul called in the low post. And I think this was on Kilburn. If it's on Kilburn, it's her fifth.
No,
it is not. It's on Bodie Nystrom. But if Hall gets both of these free throws, it is a 6-point game. And she hits the first one. And she's up to 17 points.
By the way, Memorial still perfect 10 of 10 from the line.
And look at that. Misses the first free throw of the game, 10 of 11. Rebounded by Kilburn. Van Dorby now streaking down the field, streaking down the court to the far corner. Again, Lady Buffaloes can play keep away here, leading by 7. Van Dorby has it. Edge of the circle, guarded up by Hall. Hall cannot foul. She's got 4 on her. Over to Allen. 60 seconds left. Lady Buffaloes leading by 3 possessions. Kilburn dribbles left side. Again, Lady Buffaloes playing keep away here. Kilburn will now start to be grabbed, and that'll be just the third foul on the Lady Chargers of the fourth quarter. They still have to foul the Lady Buffaloes 2 more times to send someone to the line. 49 seconds left in the game. And what has been a fantastic one between these two teams. Maddie Van Dorby has been excellent for the Lady Buffaloes. She stepped up in a big way. Lady Chargers played, I'd say, if it's not their A game, it's going to be pretty dang close. And Lady Buffaloes are able to fight them off. Still have to finish the job in the final 40 seconds. Kilburn's fouled on the edge of the circle for the 4th team foul for the Lady Chargers. And that's going to be on Asia Roper. She's now got back-to-back fouls on her. That is her 4th. So Roper, Asia Roper, and Matea Hall both playing with 4 fouls right now. And a timeout called by Roderick Hall. Tulsa Memorial will take a 60-second timeout. Lady Buffaloes lead by 7. We'll be back in 60 here on
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
.40 seconds left in the game. Lady Buffaloes lead 55-48 on the scoreboard right now. 7-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. One more foul for Memorial to send McAlester to the line for 2 free throw attempts. As we have Coach Hall looking up at the scoreboard. Okay, now we're going to get to play. Inbound to Maddie Van Dorpy in the backcourt. Van Dorpy crosses over one lady and will be fouled along the far sideline with 36 seconds left. This game's going to come down to free throws for McAlester if they want to win it. Autumn Roper charged with the foul. That's her fourth. So 3 different players for Memorial playing with 4 fouls now. Van Dorpy, 1 point away from tying a season high.
McAlester from the line tonight, 11 of 15, good for 73%.
And she has now tied her season high. Van Dorpy matches her number, puts up 21 tonight. And a stellar performance, looking for 22. And I don't know about you, but she's feeling 22. 57-48, the Lady Buffaloes lead by 9, 33 seconds left in the game. Maddie Van Dorpy channeling her inner Taylor Swift as Matea Hall scores quickly to get those 2 points back. It's 57-50. Van Dorpy's foul with 24 seconds. She'll go back to the line.
Foul 23, Team Germany.
Foul's on number 23, her third.
I'm just doing Taylor Swift references. I mean, if the Chiefs aren't playing this week, someone's got to do it, right?
Right.
Van Dorpy's first free throw. Good. She's money, man. She has been money tonight. She's got 23 now. Shot up and shot down. Maddie Van Dorpy extends the Lady Buffalo lead to 59-50. 20 seconds left in the contest. Hall dribbles right side, trying to drive on Nystrom. Cross-court pass to the left wing. Autumn Roper, left wing 3 is short. We have a rebound being fought for. Kilburn's got it, and they'll call a tie ball that will stay with the Lady Chargers with 12 seconds left in the contest. 9-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. Looks like they're going to hold on in this one. There'll be a timeout called by Memorial. It'll be our last timeout more than likely of the game. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KN.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester, and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
Welcome back. You're joining us in the middle of play in the final 8 seconds of this one. 59-50, McAlester leading. Looks like they're going to win this one. Hall, right wing 3 is missed. Offensive rebound. Left wing 3 is missed by Autumn Roper, and that will be the ball game. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes win a fantastic one. Team win there for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Multiple players in the black and gold were excellent against a Tulsa Memorial team that, like we said, greatly improved from last year. They played a heck of a game, and the Lady Buffaloes were still able to counter and win with a final of 59-50. So, ladies and gentlemen, Lady Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. We're going to be looking at their post-game stats at the conclusion of the boys' game. So we're going to recap the boys and the girls at the same time at the conclusion of the boys' game. So if you want to hear how everyone did, then we will have that for you on YouTube and also on radio. Wherever you're listening or watching from right here, you can catch it at the end of the boys' game. But right now, we're going to send it to a special here. We have our first ever Buff of the Week. It was Jackson Duff. Let's go ahead and play that audio.
This is McAlester Boys Basketball Buff of the Week. This week's Buff of the Week was decided by McAlester Boys Basketball Gold sponsor, as well as McAlester Radio's basketball broadcast sponsor, Freedom Ford, in which they spoke to the team about perseverance. Junior Jackson Duff of the McAlester Boys Basketball team was chosen as this week's Buff of the Week by his team based on the topic of perseverance. Jackson, tell us a little bit about what perseverance means to you.
Perseverance plays like a huge role in my life. My dad's always told me, like, when I started high school, I wanted to take all the easy classes and I just wanted to play basketball basically. But he was like, you can't take the easy way out. If you take the easy way out, it's going to be harder in life in the future. So I ended up joining all AP classes. I'm in band, and I play basketball. Try to keep myself busy and committed.
So obviously you're a player here on McAlester boys basketball team. What was your introduction to the sport of basketball?
So in middle school, my coach, Coach Mitchell at Frank, is 3rd grade, and she really got me into basketball. I wasn't very good. I actually never really made tournament team, but 7th grade, everyone got to play. And I started going to Coach Will's practices and stuff, and I ended up starting my 7th grade year, and I led my team in 8th grade. Coach Mitchell really got me into basketball.
And as you're in the middle of your junior year, what is one thing that you've been working on in your game?
Coach Dooney really values like the staying poised and stride stepping, not going out of control, so I've been really trying to stay controlled. And my game's really been shooting, but I've tried to like drive more and play more defense.
Jackson, thank you for your time, and congratulations once again for being chosen as this week's Buff of the Week.
Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester, and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to Buffalo Country, McAlester, Oklahoma. We just finished up the ladies' game in which the McAlester Lady Buffaloes sweep the season series against Memorial 59-50. Now let's preview the boys. So, looking at the McAlester Buffaloes, who are 3-14 on the year, again, trying to get back on the right track. I've never seen a high school team shoot 46% from the field, which is McAlster's second-best shooting night of the season, and shoot 8% better than their season average from 3 and get beat by 37 points. But hardly anyone would have been able to beat the Edison Eagles Tuesday night. After shooting just 33% from the field against McAlester a month ago, Edison shot 67% from the field with every player on the team playing equal minutes. They were 40% from 3 and out-rebounded McAlester 25-15, holding the Buffs to just 3 rebounds total in the first half. McAlester also lost the turnover battle 22-13. They also regressed with their free throws, going 7-15 from the line. But you don't beat 67% from the field. It's just hard to do. But still, we had 2 players that shined. Devontre McKendrick had 13 points on 36% shooting, and Brandon Smith had 10 points on 3 of 8 shooting. Looking at the Tulsa Memorial Chargers, who McAlester is playing here tonight, just like their lady counterparts, the Memorial Chargers are 13-6 on the year, 52.1 points per game, giving up 40.9 points per game. Since the opening game, they were Lawton tournament runner-ups, losing to the host team, 6A number 15 Lawton, 42-35. They were Memorial tournament champions, and they placed 3rd place in the Rogers tournament. They started the season 11-2. This is what's interesting about the Chargers. Started the season 11-2. They have lost, again, looks like, I think it was 4 out of their last 6. Yes, 4 out of their last 6 games. They lost 55-44 to Collinsville, and then they lost 51-29 to Edison. They also lost to Will Rogers 52-41 here recently when they beat them earlier in the year, 36-29, and 58-46 earlier in the season. They also beat Coweta by only 3 after beating them earlier in the year, 55-39. So there's been a lot more closer games. They're not playing as well as they have started the season. Like we said, losing 4 out of their last 6, so they're wanting to get back on the right track. They really were able to take down McAlester in the season opener. That was a 70-33 opening night win, as now everyone's Amber Alerts are going off at the same time inside this gym. So I think that we're all okay, right? Oh, Trey Briggs is in the house. It's been a while since Trey Briggs. Trey Briggs has booped me on the nose, which means it just pokes me there. So that's the thing that when he was playing for McAlester.
Man, that's a throwback.
Yeah, he graduated, 2019?
Yeah.
I believe it was, or 2020? It's
Somewhere
one of those.
around there.
It was 2020, graduated in 2020, but great to see Trey Briggs. Anyway, some players to watch for Tulsa Memorial. All starts off with Jalil Cotton. Got to look out for him anytime that he has the ball in his hands. Leading scorer for Memorial with 12.9 a game. You also have Love with 6.8 a game, and Garrett, the sophomore, with 5.2 a game. Again, McAlester lost 70-33 on opening night. They went 15-1 trailing to begin the game, but McAlester brought it to a 17-10 game after one quarter. They just couldn't buy a bucket after that. And also, really bad in the rebound category, 39-21, trying to be better. But again, McAlester has grown a lot since that night, and we're going to see what they can do here against the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. As, again, McAlester 8th in 5A4 right now. Memorial is at 4th. So we will see how this one plays out in just a moment. We already talked about some players to watch for Memorial, now players to watch for McAlester, and keys to the game as well.
Players to watch for McAlester tonight. Davian Pouncil, the freshman, scored a season high in his first varsity game for McAlester versus Memorial and matched it this past Tuesday, showing nifty moves in the paint and tough defense as well. I'm excited to see how he builds off that performance tonight. And I'm going to bundle Brandon Smith and Devontre McKendrick for a second straight game. Both Smith and McKendrick are usually 1 and 2 in scoring for McAlester. The trend has been, if these two are shooting well, the Buffs are in the game. If they aren't, it could be a long night. The two this season are combining for a little over 26 points per game, which is over half of what the Buffs team is averaging on the season. They only had a combined 10 versus the Chargers in the season opener, and it led to McAlester falling 70-33. They have both improved their game so much since then, so I'm ready to see what they put on display here tonight. And some keys to the game. Memorial destroyed McAlester on the glass in Game 1, being out-rebounded 39-21. The Buffs need to draw that stat closer in this one to have a chance. McAlester, despite the large loss to Edison Tuesday, still shot the ball really well at 46%, so don't be discouraged from that loss and think nothing you did was right. If the Buffs shoot like they did Tuesday in this one, I believe that not only do they hang in with the Chargers, but they have a good chance of winning. And you want to begin the game strong. In games the Buffs lose by double digits, they usually spot the other team double digits in the opening frame and then play pretty even the next 3 quarters, attempting to play catch-up. The Buffs went down 15-1 to Memorial on November 28th. On February 2nd, counted the Chargers scoring early.
All right, so again, we have about a minute and a half until the beginning of the boys' game. So once again, let us know where you're listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. That is Twitter at Buff Sports Radio, or you can let us know on Facebook at facebook.com/McAlester Radio, letting us underneath the last post that we put out. So in about 60 seconds, we're going to be starting off the boys' game with our starting lineups. We'll take a break and be back here.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
21, Jaden Johnson.
Starting lineups now being announced for the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. We start off with number 10, Fabian Harris. They have... Okay, never mind. We have number...
We have 10?
Yeah.
I'll read them off.
Yeah, we have number 10, Fabian Harris, number 15, Jalil Cotton, number 21, Jaden Johnson, 22, Jordan Powell, and 24, Antonio Love. For McAlester, number 0, Devontre McKendrick, sophomore guard. Number 2, freshman guard, Brandon Smith. We have number 3, freshman guard, Davian Pouncil, coming off a great game back on Tuesday. Number 10, Alex Dooney. And number 21, Devion Bickham. So the Buffaloes are running out 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior in their starting lineup here tonight. McAlester is wearing their white-on-white home uniforms with the McAlester in cursive across the chest, black numerals on the front and back. For the Tulsa Memorial Chargers, blue-on-blue jerseys with the white numerals on the front and back, and I believe that's Memorial in red across the chest. No, what I was confused about is because I heard Fabian Harris, but I thought they gave Fabian Harris number 22, but he's listed as number 10 on the Chargers, but there was number 10 that was listed earlier. So
that's not going to get confusing.
No, I'm going based off of what I have on my roster at Fabian Harris at number 10. So any Memorial fans that might be watching, just want to apologize there, but that's what I'm rolling with. That's on the roster that I was given. So we have Bigham and number 15, that is Cotton inside the circle. Memorial will win the tip, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland. As again, we are underway on the left side of the half-court line. Memorial will be shooting, and we have an early offensive foul here on the Chargers, and it's going to be on number 15, Jalil Cotton. So their leading scorer with an early first foul on the first possession. As Smith will inbound over to McKendrick.
Let's see if McAlester can take advantage and jump out early.
McKendrick across the half-court line. That is where they struggled against Memorial. It was just a rough start. As McKendrick has it in the deep corner, feeds it over to Alex Dooney, left wing, hands it off over to Smith. Smith straight away, backpedals, trying to restart, kind of lost his handle, has to hand it off now over to McKendrick. McKendrick drives left side into the paint, tough two, he traveled first. So we have a offensive foul on the Chargers to begin the game, then a travel on McKendrick. After that, 40 seconds into the first, no score yet. Second possession here for the Chargers, right wing. With it is Powell. Powell driving in, and this time he traveled. Similar thing that happened on the previous drive from McAlester that happened on number 22, Jordan Powell. As Memorial going to show a little bit of pressure. Brandon Smith beats that. Dribbles across the half-court line all the way towards the basket. Tough two, and he hits the deck hard, but bounces right back up. That doesn't mean that he's not hurt, though. He's trying to jog it off, but he went flying in the air and came down hard. They don't call it the hardwood for nothing. And Smith will go to the free throw line, trying to jog off the pain here. Fouls on, again, they're calling number 22, Fabian Harris. And Smith is still hurt, which means that he's going to check out while they let him be looked at by the trainer. So Riley Calistro will come in to shoot free throws here. Calistro has not attempted a free throw on the year yet. And he'll get two here in place of Brandon Smith. First free throw by Calistro is nothing but net. And the Buffaloes strike first here. And timeout by Memorial, 30 seconds, and we'll be back. We're just getting started. Buffaloes lead 1-0 here.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
So after the Memorial timeout, Riley Calistro at the line for his second free throw attempt. We're about to have Isaiah Highshaw check back in. Brandon Smith, he jogs back onto the bench. Looks like he's going to be okay. As Calistro hits both the free throws, and McAlester leads here early 2-0. Highshaw comes in, and Calistro does his job. Gets a big high five from assistant coach Colbert, and as well as Coach Dooney. And Smith will go back into the tunnel here after he went to the bench just a minute ago. Highshaw checks in for Calistro. High post back outside. Left wing Powell with the ball. So I was able to get a picture of the score sheet, so I think we have the right players now for the Chargers. That's opposite of what I was given with their roster to begin the season. Driving in and throwing the ball out of bounds, but it's because he was grabbed first, was Love. Fouls on Highshaw, his first, team first. 6:41 remaining in the first quarter. Buffalo's leading by a bucket. Inbounding will be Love, right at the glass. Inbounds at low post. It's going to be tipped and then touched while out of bounds by Love. And it'll be a turnover on the Chargers. 6:39 left in the first. McKendrick will get the inbound here from Pouncil. And work one-on-one here with Harris. Dribbling to the left wing. McKendrick, still guarded by Harris, hands the ball off over to Dooney. Dooney on the drive, goes up for two, tough one, he got the roll. hung on the backside of the rim and then fell down slowly, and the Buffaloes lead 4-0 here. 6:15 left in the first. Again, they were down 15-1 at one point against the Chargers to begin the game. Much better start, at least early in the first 2 minutes, especially defense. That's where you've seen McAlester get better, way better as the season's gone along in their defense. Really seen them grow as a team. Driving in, tough two by Cotton, got it. Jaleel Cotton, fantastic. 12.9 a game on the year. And the first 2 points for the Chargers today. Buffaloes lead 4-2, 5:45 left in the first. McKendrick straight away, dribbling in, floater up, blocked shot. I believe that was by Harris. Ahead, over to Cotton. Cotton for the layup, tie game. All starting with the block. McAlester trying to get Memorial off guard. Dooney's racing down the far sideline. Dooney stops, stutters, picks up his dribble, feeds it inside. Good look for Pouncil. Pouncil, what a shot! A prayer rainbow finds the pot of gold, and it leads to a 6-4 game. McAlester back up by 2.
Davion's a musician. I don't know how he got that one to go in.
If Davion Pouncil had 6 points against Memorial back in the season opener, 6 points against Tulsa Edison back on Tuesdays, we have a straightaway 3 that's nailed by Harris. Harris is a 41% shooter. I'll look at his three-point percentage here in just a moment as McKendrick stops right angle. Hands the ball off over to Dooney. Dooney, tip past the high post over to Bickham, who takes the 2 and rattles out. They'll be rebounded now by the Chargers, moving the other way. Johnson with the board. As Harris is shooting 43% from 3 this year. That's very, very good. As we have a fight for the loose ball, it's taken back by the Chargers outside. Thought about the spot up right wing threes. Love. Ball gets knocked loose. Bickham nearly with the steal. It's taken back by Cotton, and this will be a foul here on Bickham, I believe. But Coach Colbert loves the intensity and the aggressiveness here, the Buffalo defense. It will be Bickham. That's his first, team second. And Brandon Smith is back in the game, coming in for Highshaw. Again, took a nasty fall to the floor, contested fall as he was fouled going up for a shot. Jogged it off, got looked at, and back in the game, the freshman. 7-6, Chargers lead the Buffaloes, 4:21 left in the first. Across the half-court line, Cotton all the way towards the basket, up for 2, missed that one. Pouncil's got the rebound. Pouncil left alone, now picked up his dribble, needs some help, finds Brandon Smith. Smith takes a bump, dribbles down the near sideline, crosses the half-court line, being trailed 4-on-1, and he was fouled as he was going up. Brandon Smith to the line. So he wasn't able to take his free throw attempts last time as he had to be checked out after walking away with an injury. So Smith's first 2 free throws of the game coming up. Foul was on Harris, his second personal, team third on the Chargers. Smith takes some time to compose himself. Right foot slightly in front of the left. First free throw, nothing but net here for Smith, and it ties it up 7-7. Smith, a 64% free throw shooter, was 2 of 3 from the line against Memorial, 3 of 4 from the line against Edison back on Tuesday. Smith's second free throw, good as well. And the Buffaloes lead 8-7 over the Chargers halfway through the first quarter. Taking across the line will be number 14, that is Williams. Williams on the drive, goes up high and scores. Great play by Williams, and that makes it now 9-8. McAlester back down by 1. Pouncil down the far sideline. Stops on a dime. Double team. Restarts. Has to pick up his dribble. Finds Smith along the circle. Smith calling for Dooney. Hands it off over to Alex. Alex on the drive. Spin move inside the paint. Great move. Alex Dooney gives the Buffaloes lead back 10-9. There's nothing that looks better than a well-executed B button on the controller leading to a score there. That one by Alex Dooney. Baseline. Far side. 3:19 left in the first. Crossover move, good move to the high post, back outside. Left wing spot of 3 is off the back iron. Then we'll have a off-ball foul on the Chargers. Coach Dooney loving the way McAllister's playing right now. Foul's going to be on Jaleel Cotton, too, and that is his second personal, coming with 3:13 left in the first. So he's going to have to sit. So Harris playing with 2, he's got to come out. Cotton playing with 2, he's got to come out. Buffaloes need to take advantage of those 2 off the floor right now.
Yeah, McAlester playing with great intensity here early.
You have right now combined between the 2 of them, over 22 points a game, having to sit right now with an early 2 fouls. You got to take advantage. McKendrick, left wing. McKendrick on the drive. McKendrick, tough to hit the left side of the backboard. Gets his own rebound outside over to Smith. Far corner three. Air ball too strong. Offensive rebound by Devion Bickham. Bickham back outside straight away over to Dooney. Dooney dribbles right, dribbles back left. Quick drive to the basket. Dooney got the roll. Alex Dooney's having a great first quarter. He's got 6 out of the Buffalo's 12 points.
Yeah, he's a perfect 3 of 3 so far.
2:36 left in the first. 3-2 zone by McAlester, kind of like what the Lady Buffaloes did, spreading it out along the front court to the far sideline. Johnson back to the right front court, dribbling and handing the ball off. Williams feeds it left wing, over to Powell. Powell trying to drive, bounce pass back outside, over to Williams. Williams into the corner, spot up 3, missed it, back iron, big bounce, and we'll have another off-ball offensive foul on the Chargers. In great positioning there, I believe, was Devion Bickham. He was pushed in the back, and that'll lead to a foul here on the Chargers. That's going to be on Jackson. That's his first. Yep, Caleb Jackson's first, and we'll have a whistle here, as that is the 5th foul here on the Chargers, so someone's going to the line. I believe it's Devion Bickham. I think the officials right now are trying to decide, was it an offensive foul or an off-ball foul? Because if it's off-ball, it's a free throws here for Bickham. If it's offensive, then it's just a change in possession.
And it looks like they are ruling it as an offensive foul.
Which means that no free throws on that. It'd be the same if there was a charge, is what they're saying here. Inbound over to Bickham in the backcourt as he snags it. About 2:02 left in the first. Buffaloes lead by 3. Right wing Bickham into the corner. McKendrick dribbling around the arc, finds a lane, stops, tough contested 2, and McKendrick bounces it in. It's 14-9. Buffaloes lead by 5.
And McAlester not just forcing turnovers, but then taking advantage of those forced turnovers.
Right wing driving in high post, feeds it outside near corner. On the drive, Jackson back out to the left wing. On the drive, jump stops inside, good move to the basket, and scoring is number 24, Love. But despite that, Coach Dooney loved what he saw from his defense on that possession. Pulling up free throw line jumper, McKendrick rattles it home. Buffaloes are on fire to begin the first quarter. It's 16-11. They're up by 5 again, answering right back Devontre McKendrick with the left hand. Widely dribbling towards the basket was number 10, Powell. He's fouled on his way there. And Pouncil will be the one charged with the foul, his first personal, team foul number 3. He will check out. Caden Harris comes in. Bickham will come out. And Highshaw will come into the game. McAlester going with a little bit more size here. Memorial inbounds over into the corner. 1:15 left in the first. Back to the corner on the drive. Low post, and we'll have a charge here. Isaiah Highshaw ran into by Johnson. He'll take the ball.
And again, that's 6 turnovers now for Memorial just in the first quarter.
And they took they didn't take, I guess, necessarily great care of the ball. They still had 21 turnovers themselves, but they won the turnover battle against McAlester back out in November. As we have speaking of turnovers, one by Isaiah Highshaw in the corner on the right side.
That's just McAllister's second turnover, though.
And Dooney's trying to tell Highshaw, hey, right there, you can shoot the 3. He was open for the 3, but wanted to maybe try driving it. He said, hey, take the 3 there. That's okay. 55 seconds left in the first. I think Highshaw right there was contemplating if he wanted to do that or drive instead. Hand the ball off left wing. Powell working up against fellow number 10, Dooney, on the drive, floater up, and that one nearly could have been another offensive foul. Offensive rebound, 2 is up, and now we're going to have a foul in the paint. Coach Dooney was expecting a charge there. Foul was on number 13, Caden Harris, so we'll have 2 free throws on the way. Need to turn a little bit. I think that's number 21 at the line. That's Johnson. Jaden Johnson here for the Chargers. First free throw is good. Johnson shooting 60% from the free throw line on the season. Hits his first one to pull the Chargers within 4 at 16-12. McAlester in the lead with 40 seconds left in the first. Johnson's second attempt. Nothing but net. And it's now 16-13. Buffaloes lead by 3. Smith quickly works his way down the floor against the 2-3 Charger defense. The high post. Dooney in trouble. Throws it straight to a Charger. Gun their way Johnson. Johnson 1-on-1 with Smith. And there'll be a foul call. This one's going to be on Smith. He didn't have his feet set. He was still backpedaling as he was trying to get the charge call. Free throws on the way as that is going to be the 5th foul here on the Buffaloes of the first. Smith's first. Free throws once again for Johnson. As Pouncel's about to come in now for the Buffs. First free throw made by Johnson. The Chargers chip the deficit down to 2. Pouncel in for Dooney. No one down low to rebound here for Johnson. His second attempt and 4th of the game is good. And the Chargers have brought it back within 1 on 4 consecutive free throws here by Johnson. Smith getting his calls from Coach Dooney behind him. Dribbles right side, double team to the top of the key. Bigham swings out far corner. Isaiah Highshaw leaves the three-pointer short. Offensive rebound. Devion Bigham can't score as it popped out. Chargers with the rebound, moving the other way. 5 seconds left in the first. High post back outside, left wing. 3 by Johnson is off. Rebounded by Harris, and there's the buzzer. Buffaloes win the first quarter 16-15, but the Chargers have scored the last 5 in a row. We'll take a break and be back with second quarter coverage here on.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beginning the second quarter, Buffaloes lead 16-15, shooting on the right side of the half-court line. Devontre McKendrick, Davian Pouncel, Isaiah Highshaw, Devion Bigham, and Caden Harris on the floor from McAlester. Pouncel with a bounce pass over to the left wing over to Bigham. To the top of the key, high post, now over to Harris. Harris lost the ball because he was fouled in the process. So foul here on the Chargers. This one's going to be on number 24, Antonio Love. And Smith now into the game. Checking in for Highshaw, and so Smith will be the one to inbound. Baseline left of the glass. Smith slaps the ball, looks for someone to come open. Lobs it over to Bigham, and Bigham was cutting, and when he thought he was going to be at the left block or left elbow, an easy layup here for number 24, Antonio Love, and the Chargers lead 17-16. Miscommunication there on the inbound by the Buffaloes. Left wing Smith working into the front court. Passing right side over to Pouncel. Pouncel lobbing to McKendrick, left wing. McKendrick jump pass between the rings. Back to McKendrick. Takes the corner three. Rimmed out. And here's a rebound. And yep, Harris had his arms wrapped around Antonio Love, and now will send the Chargers, well, to the baseline. They have the ball. 17-16 Chargers lead the Buffs. 7:15 left in the half. As Harris comes out, we have Dooney coming in for McAlester. 1 point Charger lead. And with Cotton and, Harris that's been sitting for the Chargers, Harris now back into the game. And so is Cotton. Chargers were actually able to make up ground with their 2 leading scorers out, and Cotton right where he left off. Free throw line jumper to make it 19-16. Smith in the circle. Feeds it, shovel pass to the right wing. McKendrick back between the rings to Pouncel. Pouncel eyes the rim, jab step right, dribbles right, lobbing back over to Smith. Near corner, cross-court pass to Dooney, left wing. Dooney on the drive, draws contact, can't get the shot to go. No whistle, rebounded by Cotton as the Chargers move it the other way. Cotton nearly a walking double-double, 12.9 a game, 9.8 rebounds a game. On the drive, Harris. Harris ran over a Buffalo, and there's the late whistle, but they do get it regardless. Davian Pouncil draws the charge, and the foul is going to be on Harris, his third foul. And he might have to come right back out. And he does. 19-16, Chargers lead the Buffs by 3, but McAllister's gone on a major scoring drought over the past 4 or 5 so minutes. McKendrick slow walks it across the timeline. Quick pass to the left wing over to Smith. Smith right in front of the far sideline. Shovel pass between the rings over to Dooney. Dooney sees the situation. Still hasn't been able to pass it. Doesn't have to because no one's really right in front of him yet. Does so over to Bickham. Bickham back between the rings. Now high post to Dooney. Dooney jump stops. He's inside the paint. Feeds it no look over to the near corner. McKendrick for 3. Paint it gold. Devontre McKendrick. Emphasis on the tray. Makes it 19-19.
With that 3, he now has 7.
5:45 left in the half. We're all knotted up at 19 all. Bounce pass left wing. Over to Johnson. Johnson to the top of the key. Wide open 3. Can they answer back? They can. Rattling it home. Number 24, Antonio Love. And the Chargers love that one.
That was a Memorial's second made 3 there. 2 of 5 from beyond the arc.
5:25 remaining in the half. Right wing Bickham. Bickham looking around against the zone defense. 2-3 zone. Near corner over to Dooney. Dooney double teamed. Has to dribble around and does so. Prevent the 5-second call. Passes high post. Forced it, but gets it right back over to Dooney on a tip pass. Spin move to the high post. Back outside. McKendrick 2 for 2. Yes, he can. He answers right back. We're trading threes. 22-22. Paint it gold. Devontre McKendrick. He's all the way to 10 points now already with double digits for the sophomore. 4:47 left in the half. Right wing stopping. Getting inside over to Cotton. There'll be a foul called on Bickham as he puts his hands on his head, knowing that that's going to be his second personal. That'll be Johnson along the baseline, trying to get someone to come open, and Bickham could have been charged with a third foul there as he was trying to grab Cotton. Going for 2, and now there will be a foul in the low post, as 2 free throws are going to be on the way for Antonio Love. Foul's on Dooney. That's his first. Team third. And Love at the charity stripe. His first free throw attempt is good, and the Chargers lead 23-22. Love at the line on the year, 67%. He's got 8 points so far tonight. As the second shot is missed, rebounded by Harris. Or excuse me, Highshaw. Rebounded Highshaw. Smith's got the ball now across the half-court line. 23-22, Chargers lead the Buffaloes. Left wing, Dooney. Dooney looks around.
You'd like to get something out of this possession here and maybe get the lead before going into halftime.
Still got 4:25 left in the half. Far corner. McKendrick, can he do it again? McKendrick is hot tonight. Paint it gold, Devontre McKendrick. He has got the hot hand. The southpaw makes it 25-23. Buffaloes lead by 2.
He's now got 13 on 3 made threes.
Again, his career high is 17 points. He's got 13 alone here in the first half. Driving in, and there'll be a blocking foul called now on Highshaw. And that will be the 4th foul here on the Buffaloes in the second quarter, and we're not even halfway through it officially.
That's Highshaw's second personal.
Buffaloes have been trying to get those charge calls, and that one looked like it could have gone either way. Trying to inbound to get to the near corner over to Love. Love on the drive, stopping. Bounce pass into the low post. Cotton's gathering it back. Back out to the left wing over to Love. Love trying to drive on Smith. Finds a lane. Guarded up well by Dooney. Has to dribble it back out beyond the perimeter into the corner. As he feeds it off now over to Powell. Powell guarded up by McKendrick. McAllister man-on-man defense. Bounce pass goes wild, and now we'll have a foul called on Pouncil as he was kind of ran over by a Charger that time. I know the last one could have gone either way, but that one I believe that full head of steam, Pouncil was kind of trampled. And usually it's the Buffaloes the ones that are doing the trampling, because of the animal. But now free throws coming up here for the Chargers. And Coach Dooney is wanting an explanation from one of the officials.
I mean, for them to get free throws off of that.
Tulsa Memorial's right now 5 of 6 from the line.
They get 6 of 7 as the first free throw is made here by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 points, all of them from free throws right now. Chargers could tie the game up with this one as McAllister's in the bonus for the rest of the half. Second free throw is good, and it is tied 25-25. Tulsa Memorial will call a timeout. We will as well. 3:41 left in the half here on K.
Marion opened his dealership in Ada in 1950.
And now I'm the third generation to join the car business. At Benton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is as strong today as it was in 1950 when Papa started.
Dad ensured that everyone that walked through the door received a customer service experience like no other they'd had before.
Come see us at Benton Nissan of McAlester and see how our family values still apply today. And don't forget to tell him Maddie sent ya.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
3:41 remaining in the first half, and we are knotted up 25-all. It's been a scoring game, high-scoring game for these two teams. McAlester is averaging 49.8 points a game on the year for the Chargers, 52.1, so just slightly above McAlester on the season total. As Devontre McKendrick, all eyes have been on him. He has been fantastic to start off this one, already with 13 points. He passes to the left wing. Eventually the ball finds its way over to Jake Monroe, comes into the game, near corner, Highshaw. Right wing Smith. It's Smith, Dooney, McKendrick, Monroe, and Highshaw, high post. Dooney dribbles in once, looks around, now goes up for a contested two, can't get it to go. Cotton climbs high for the rebound. Smith tried getting his hands on it to draw a tie ball, but can't get it. As Cotton will be now fouled by Highshaw, and the Buffaloes got to be careful here now because, like I said, they have put the Chargers into the bonus, and that's for the rest of the half.
Yeah,
so
that's Highshaw's third.
So now Highshaw will more than likely have to come out of the game, and you're about to have Riley Calistro take a spot. First free throw attempt for Cotton is good, and it's 26-25. Chargers retake the lead. So Calistro in for Highshaw. Fouls starting to mount up for the Buffaloes. Second shot by Cotton is no good. In and out. Rebounded by Monroe, and now it's the Buffaloes moving the other side. McKendrick, with under 3 minutes left in the first half, his team down by 1, 26-25. Dooney drills back to the white line and tries to set up the offense. Dooney picks up his dribble, passing over to Calistro. Calistro back to Dooney. Dooney looked left, guarded up quickly, bounce pass high post, back outside, far corner three. Smith, painted gold, and one! Brandon Smith hit the three and fell to the floor. He shoots, he scores. Right this way, Mr. Smith to the charity stripe. A chance at the rare 4-point play. What a great quick pass by Riley Calistro for the assist, too. Bullet pass to be able to create that shot attempt. Smith misses the shot, though, but he still gets the three, and the Buffaloes lead by 2, 28-26 over the Memorial Chargers. McAlester scored 33 points total against the Chargers back on opening night. They're already at 28 if you want to see the improvement that they've been having since that opening night. Again, you may not be able to see it. The Buffaloes, they don't like losing either, but the improvements are coming. Low post. Going up for two is Cotton, missing the shot, and Cotton will go to the line. This one's going to be on Dooney, his second personal, as Buffaloes have had a lot of fouls on them. And I think this is their 7th or 8th of the quarter. Foul count right now is 12 on McAlester, 9 on Memorial. Memorial really led the foul count in the first quarter. It's been widely McAlester in the second. As Jackson Duff, your Buff of the Week that you might have heard in the broadcast earlier, enters in for Alex Dooney. If you want to hear that interview, you can go over to our YouTube channel where we're live right now and just rewind it a little bit, and you'll be able to catch it. It's in between the girls and boys game. Second shot by Cotton is good, and we're back to tied again. 28 all with 2:10 left to go in the half. Smith bounce pass over to Calistro. Calistro beyond the arc, passing back over to Smith. Smith on the edge of the logo, kind of left alone right now. Coach Dooney trying to direct traffic from the other side of the floor. Pointing for McKendrick to come closer towards the half-court line, and Smith will pass to McKendrick. Back over to Smith. Your two leading scorers for the Buffaloes, McAllister's Smith with 14.3, McKendrick with 11.8. Buffalo spreading it out right now. Kind of looks a lot like Durant's offense a little bit that we saw a couple weeks ago. Playing keep away and wait until you find the right shot. Smith hands it off over to McKendrick. 1:25 left in the half. McKendrick back to Smith. They're starting to close in on McAlester along the half-court line. They got to get away from that line. McKendrick dribbles right. Finds a lane. Goes to the high post. Pulls up. Jumper is good. Devontre McKendrick. Give him 15 in the first half.
Excellent shot selection by Devontre McKendrick. Waited for an opening and found one.
That is an A-plus possession for McAlester. 60 seconds left in the half. 30-28 the score. Good move towards the basket. Love kicks it far corner. On the drive. To the rack. Scoring and one is number 20, Jarrell Colbert. And he has a chance to be able to give the Chargers the lead. Colbert averaging 3.3 a game. And he's got his first 2 points, looking for the Charger lead. They say who the foul was on. Foul was on Devontre McKendrick, only his first. Buffaloes have Monroe, Calistro, Duff, McKendrick, and Smith on the floor. 52 seconds left in the half. 30-30 the score. And Colbert misses the free throw, and we're still tied 30-all. Calistro got the board. McAlester being pressured. Smith in the backcourt throws it over to McKendrick. McKendrick across over to Calistro. Calistro, quick pass over to Monroe. Monroe driving, has a shot blocked. Rebounded outside the perimeter by the Chargers on the drive. They lost the ball, and now there'll be a turnover here on the Chargers as he was trying to jump back on the ball. Who was that? I believe it was number 30. That would have been Jackson. He is at 20. Colbert. It was Colbert that was driving. Lost the ball, tried jumping back on it, and his foot was across that baseline that led to the turnover. McAlester gets the ball back, but they're being pressured here by the Chargers. Calistro throws it back over to Colbert. And then there's a foul on Calistro, which will send another Charger to the line. It'll be Jalil Colbert again. Excuse me, that's Jarrell Colbert. I mean, if you just look down the roster here for the Memorial Chargers, there's a lot of J's in a row. You got Jalil, Jarrell, Jaden, Jordan, all in a row with just the rosters. And then you skip one player, Antonio Love, and then it's Jalen. First shot made by Colbert, and the Chargers take a 1-point lead. 28 seconds left in the half.
Chargers right now 11 of 14 from the line.
And second free throw is good for Colbert. He missed his first attempt, and he makes the last two on two attempts there. 32-30. As McAlester beats the press, Calistro waits for somebody, throws it over to McKendrick. It was tipped, taken back by McKendrick. McKendrick has his pass tipped, stolen by the Chargers, going the other side, one-on-one, blocked, no! A late foul called. It'll be Brandon Smith. I'm okay with that foul. That's only going to be his second.
Yep. Make him earn it.
But make him earn it at the line instead of the easy layup. And he was close. He just barely got the bottom palm.
Inches.
Yeah, just got the palm a little bit there. First free throw is good. At the line, that's number 10, Jordan Powell. It looks like Powell and Harris, just on the original roster I got for the Chargers, just switched places. Duff, Monroe, Calistro out of the game. We got Bickham, Dooney, and Pouncil into it. 11 seconds left in the half. Second free throw is good, and it's now 34-30. Chargers, their press has been working. McAlester hasn't been able to beat it. 5 seconds. Bickham near corner. Dooney, 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Double team. Goes for a contested three. Grazes the front side of the rim. Offensive board. Bickham. Did they count it? No, that shot never happened, but he does get the rebound. So we end the first half. Chargers leading the Buffaloes 34-30 on a late stretch right there of the second quarter. But it is a ball game. Buffalo's fighting hard. We'll be back with some halftime stats when we return here.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Now open Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It is 34-30. The Tulsa Memorial Chargers with a late push to end the second quarter lead McAlester by 4. It has been free throws that has helped Memorial out a lot, but again, a lot of them have been McAlester trying to get some fouls called. They've been going for a lot of charges as well. Some of them they've gotten, some of them they haven't, and also really close to getting some blocks, but leading to shooting fouls. And the Chargers have converted. They've done really well at the line tonight. We'll talk about that and more coming up with your halftime stats. Again, Chargers leading the Buffaloes 34-30. Let's take a look at some player stats, and Devontre McKendrick having a heck of a game.
Yeah, he's already got 15 points tonight on a 67% shooting from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. That's good for 75%. Also, 1 offensive board for him. Looking at Alex Dooney, he's got 6 on the night on 50% shooting from the field. Looks like Brandon Smith has 5 points tonight on 50% shooting from the field and also 50% from 3, also 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. And Davion Pouncil has 2 points tonight. He also has 1 rebound. Riley Calistro with a couple of points tonight has 2, both on made free throws, and that is going around at your scoring.
All right, looking at your team stats now.
McAlester Buffaloes are 11 of 22 from the field. That is good for 50% even. Tulsa Memorial Chargers, 9 of 14. That is good for 64%.
They've only taken 14 attempts?
Yes.
That is crazy.
I mean,
well, a lot of
about right.
That does sound right because, yeah, they've had a lot of free throw attempts. That does sound right.
Yeah, and McAlester from beyond the arc shooting 50%, 4 of 8. Tulsa Memorial Chargers just 2 of 5. That's good for 40%. McAlester from the charity stripe, they're shooting 80%, but again, 4 of 5. Tulsa Memorial, they've taken a lot more free throws, 14 of 17. That's good for 82%.
17 first half free throws.
Wow. Also, too, looking at steals and turnovers here, looks like Tulsa Memorial Chargers, they have 4 steals. They forced 7 McAlester turnovers. Looks like Tulsa Memorial with 8 turnovers themselves.
I'd be willing to bet that you said 7 McAlester turnovers.
Yes.
3 or 4 of those came in the last minute.
Yep.
When Memorial started up in the pressure with the press. So
turnover battle is pretty even right now.
Yeah.
And also looks like Tulsa Memorial with 2 blocks.
So going into the second half, we'll start off with Wyatt. What do you want to see?
Well, what I want to see, again, Buffalo's been playing aggressive, and it's really helped them out. They've been able to force turnovers, but you got to be able to dial it back a bit and not draw so many fouls. Again, looking at some foul trouble here. Devion Bickham already with 3. Looks like Brandon Smith has 2, and Davion Pouncil with 2.
Well, that's another thing when it comes to McAlester.
Sorry, that wasn't Devion Bickham. That was Isaiah Highshaw with 3.
One thing I'm looking at when it comes to McAlester, I think that you nailed it, but like I said, you don't want to see what happened at the end of the first half transpire into the second half. I think the Chargers may think that they found a formula to be able to run away with this one in the second half after it's only a 4-point game right now. Again, this game, the final score was 70-33 in the season opener with a lot of the same players. And the Buffaloes have able to make this a 34-30 game at halftime. And that's just showing the improvement. You wanted to see kind of how far you've come since game 1. This is a good indicator so far. But also, you got to play 4 quarters of basketball. I think McAlester played a really good first 2 quarters. They got to be able to, even if you don't win, finish strong. That's what we saw against Coweta 6 days ago. They played a really good 4 quarters of basketball. Just Coweta played a little bit better than they did. Nothing to hang their head about against the Coweta Tigers back on Saturday. You want to be able to say whether we win or lose this game, we played 4 full quarters of our best basketball against a team that went to the state semifinals last year and have been perennial powerhouses year in and year out when it comes to Charger basketball. So against 10 state championships, and you've got, in the last 10 years, 6 of them coming from the Chargers. So to be able to, I know that they lost a lot of players too, a lot of turnover, but still, championship DNA just doesn't go away.
No.
There's standards that are held for the Memorial Chargers basketball team, which means that they're always going to have good players year in and year out. They're just young like McAlester is, and the Buffaloes, heck of a fight in the first half. Nate, what do you want to see in the second half?
Well, I think you guys covered it pretty well. Just try and slow down that momentum that Memorial might have think they founded at the very end of the first half.
So you're saying the ability to beat a press is going to be huge in the second half?
100%. And see if you can't get Brandon Smith going a little bit more in the second half. I believe you said he only had 5 points in the first half.
Yes.
Yeah, just like to see him get going a little bit more.
And I think that they'll be able to find a way to do so. Again, he was kind of he was held up in the first half against Edison too, but I think he had all 10 of his points, maybe at least 8 of his 10 points in the second half against Edison. But Devontae McKendrick, keep riding the hot hand.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Find a way to get him the ball until he starts to cool down, because right now this is the best that we've seen Devontae McKendrick play all season. So, again, it's 34-30. Chargers lead the Buffaloes. We'll come back with second half action here in just a moment on KNED.
Marion opened his dealership in Ada in 1950.
And now I'm the 3rd generation to join the car business. At Benton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is as strong today as it was in 1950 when Papa started.
Dad ensured that everyone that walked through the door received a customer service experience like no other they'd had before.
Come see us at Benton Nissan of McAlester and see how our family values still apply today. And don't forget to tell him Maddie sent ya.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
McAlester Buffaloes down right now 34-30 as we're about to begin the second half. Again, Chargers will have the ball to begin the second half, shooting on the right side of the half-court line. McAlester will be on the left. For those on radio, McAlester wearing their home white uniforms, the black-on-black numerals. on the front and back, and also McAlester in cursive across the chest for Tulsa Memorial. Blue on blue jerseys. We're back underway. Low post with the ball. Cotton, tough 2 over Bickham. Great defense by Bickham, but Cotton swoops in and grabs the rebound. Right wing 3 is up and off the back iron, rebounded by Alex Dooney. So second chance does not come back to hurt McAlester. Right wing, Smith driving. Baseline 2 is up and good. Nate, you said you wanted to see Brandon Smith get a little bit, find a way to get them a little bit more involved, him a little bit more involved. First 2 points of the Buffaloes in the third quarter, Brandon Smith. He's got 7 now. Passing to the low post on a bounce over to Cotton. He swings it out to the left wing. With his right foot on the three-point line, gets it back over to Harris. Harris had to sit a lot of the first half with early fouls. Right wing 3, Harris, nothing but net. Step back 3, good defense by McAlester. Better shot by Fabian Harris. 37-32. High post Pouncil. Pouncil trying to muscle his way there. Great move by Tavian Pouncil. Swooping shot to answer a 3 back with a 2, and it's 37-34. Cross half-court line. Ball number 10, Powell, stolen by McKendrick. McKendrick lobbing it over to Smith. Smith waits for his offense. Reverses direction, goes baseline, tough 2, got it! Maybe could have been an and 1. And Brandon Smith with a quick 4 points after having 5 in the first half. He's got 9 now, and the Buffaloes pull it back within 1, 37-36. 6:32 left in the third. For Smith, he's taken half of his shot attempts in the game as we have a missed 3 by Harris, rebounded by Pouncil. And they throw it right back to the Chargers. Good defense inside, prevents a quick shot. Low post, tough 2 is up and missed. Offensive board by Cotton, he got it and 1. If you're going to beat the Chargers, that kind of stuff can't happen. The Buffaloes had a clear rebound, throw it right back to the Chargers. And then multiple offensive rebounds after forcing missed shots leads to an and 1 for Jaleel Cotton.
And now that's Bickham's 3rd personal foul.
And this to make it a 4-point game. Shot is in the air and good by Cotton. Just like that, it's a 4-point game, 40-36. Smith down the floor, stopping between the rings. Buffaloes trailing by 4. Smith calling out the play towards the far sideline. 6 minutes left in the third. He's still trying to call it out. Plenty of separation between him and his defender. Tries feeding it over to McKendrick, and it was nearly stolen by Antonio Love. McKendrick far sideline. Will inbound it over to Smith, right front court, and we're back underway. 5:55 left in the third. 4-point Charger lead. Smith dribbles angle right. Bounce pass between the rings to McKendrick. McKendrick backpedals near the half-court line. Following him right now is Love, the left wing. Back around the world to the right wing. Smith, alley-oop, and a missed shot by Bickham on the tip-in on the other side. Be rebounded by the Chargers. Going the other way. Far corner, driving in Love. Love with a good drive to the basket and scoring to make it 42-36. It's a 6-point Charger lead over the Buffaloes. Smith, good move to the basket. Smith, a whirlwind of a shot, but it leads to a foul and 2 free throws on the way for number 2. That was going to be on Jaden Johnson. That's his second. First team foul on the Chargers. And the Buffaloes trying to make up the free throw lack that they've had. There have been 18 free throw attempts by the Chargers. This will be McAllister's 6th. And he misses the first one. Smith, again, a 64% free throw shooter coming into today. He was 3 of 4 against Edison back on Tuesday. Buffalo shooting 59% from the line on the season. Second shot is good. And the Buffaloes pull it back within 5, 42-37, and a timeout called by McAlester. We'll take the timeout, 30 seconds, and we'll be back here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Chargers lead the Buffaloes 42-37 in a game that was decided early back in Tulsa in the season opener. The Buffaloes have been right there with the Chargers up to this point and still to this point in a 5-point deficit. 5:10 left in the third, and we have a wet spot on the floor that we're having to clean up right now. So we inbounded it and then stopping it right away to clean up the spot. I think during the timeout, someone from McAlester spilled water that they were trying to. I think that actually happened. So when they saw it on the floor, they're like, "We got to clean that up. Someone's going to get hurt." Across the half-court line with the ball are the Chargers. Number 21, Jaden Johnson, feeds it to Harris. Harris straightaway three is missed. Good defense, rebounded by Pouncil. Pouncil dribbles it quickly over to the other side of the timeline. Near corner over to Bickham. Bickham working around the arc. Will feed it over to McKendrick, and they'll set up an offense. Working against a 2-3 Chargers zone defense. And they tried feeding it to the high post and just intercepted right away by Antonio Love, who takes it coast to coast. C to shining C to make it 44-37. 4.5 left to go in the third. McKendrick to Pouncil. Buffs down by 7, and they throw this one away. Trying to find Bickham in the corner. Bickham still thinks it's his ball for a second. He thought it was tipped by a Charger. And the Buffaloes have got to find a way to be able to beat this zone defense Chargers have started to apply, or else Chargers could start to run away with it. Smith nearly had a steal. Love now has a lane. Kicks it out near corner. Harris, wide open three. Missed it. Offensive rebound, though, up for two, and wide path to the basket for Jaden Johnson. And all of a sudden, what was a 4-point halftime deficit, Chargers have won the quarter so far by 4. It is a 9-point game, 46-37. Excuse me, by 5. They've won this quarter by 5. And there'll be a timeout called by Coach Dooney. He knows that he's got to get this thing turned around in this quarter before Memorial starts to run away with it. This is a chance to talk about it. 30 seconds, and we'll be back here.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Welcome back to action as it's 3:49 left to go in the third quarter. Chargers lead the Buffaloes 46-37. Could be a vital McAlester possession here. As again, it's been Chargers, a big run right now. McKendrick in the paint, waits for everyone to jump past him, and McKendrick is money from inside the paint on that shot. And he ties his career high once again for the 5th time this year, 17 points.
He's shooting 70% from the field right now.
46-39, we have a foul on Dooney, fouling a fellow number 10.
Foul number 10, Alex Dooney.
As Powell was driving to the other side. That's going to be Dooney's 3rd personal. Inbound over to Powell. Again, guarded up by Dooney. Powell trying to drive on Dooney. A little bit of a push off, but they get it to the far corner. Harris bounce pass. Over to Cotton, straight away. Cotton trying to drive on Bickham. Backing up, Bickham has to lob it back out to the near corner. Love, bounce pass inside. Quick lob back out to the right wing. Driving. Up for 2. Making it is Antonio Love, and it's 48-39. Chargers get those 2 points right back. They've been a well-oiled machine in the third quarter. Only had 25 first-half points. Excuse me, I take that back. They had 34 first-half points. They've had now 14 here in this quarter. Left wing, pulling up. McKendrick, left elbow. 2 is nothing but net. And a new career high for Devontre McKendrick, 19 points, and he continues to be excellent. Pulls the Buffaloes back within 7. 2:38 left in the third. Dribbling right, bounce passing straight over to McKendrick. McKendrick down the near sideline, and he'll be fouled. Fouled by Antonio Love. McKendrick had 4 points against Memorial back in the season opener. And he says, well, let's change that here in the second game. 19 points, and we still have 2:30 left to go in the third. think the most points that have been scored by Buffalo this year was Brandon Smith with 23, and that was against Holland Hall. Left wing, speaking of Smith, he has the ball. Surveying this 2-3 zone defense, Memorial with a lot of agility, a lot of speed, a lot of length, and they're using it to their advantage in this zone defense. Got to be careful if you're trying to pass to the high post. Smith for three, a little bit short. It was on target, but a little bit off. We're going to be having a foul here on the Chargers, I believe, in the low post. That's going to be on Johnson.
That'll be his third.
Third team foul on the Chargers. 7-point Buffalo. The Buffaloes are trailing right now. Chargers lead by that margin. Smith looking to inbound it. It has to find someone and lobs it out over to Dooney on the inbound to the right wing. Now left wing to McKendrick. Surveying inside the perimeter. Again, they've been trying to pass to the high post, but it's been swatted and stolen by the Chargers on multiple occasions now. Because if they can get to the high post, they might be able to find someone open along the corner. Left wing three, Dooney is off the back iron. Good box out and rebound here by number 21, Johnson of the Chargers. To the top of the key, driving, kicking right wing. Over to Xavier Williams. Williams guarded up by Smith. 1:35 left in the third. 7-point advantage for the Chargers, trying to extend it. The top of the key, spot up, quick three by Love. Good. Nothing but net. Antonio Love's got 17.
That was the Chargers' fourth three, 4 of 11.
Love is only averaging 6.8 points a game this year, so him at 17, he's having a night to remember right now. High post, Dooney looks inside, gets back outside. Bigham, can he answer? No. Air ball, but an offensive rebound. Davian Pouncil, like a good neighbor. Pouncil is there. He's got 6 points once again, and it pulls the Buffaloes back within 8. 51-43, 57 seconds left in the third. Dribbling right, handing the ball off. Over to Love. Love, who just hit a fantastic straightaway three on a quick catch and shoot on the last possession, will hand the ball off. Now over to Johnson. Johnson trying to drive on Pouncil. Pouncil is right in his face. Hands the ball off over to Cotton. Cotton guarded well by Bickham on the drive, and they'll have to leave him alone. He blows the layup. Rebounded by Pouncil. Pouncil tries throwing it, and once again it's stolen. High post. Bounce pass out to the right side. And there'll be another possession here for the Chargers with Johnson getting it off over to Love. 20 seconds left in the third. Love falling to the floor, losing the ball straight to Cotton in the low post, and Cotton is held. That is a good foul by whoever fouled him, depending on how many that person has. It's going to be on Dooney because they end up grabbing number 15, Jill Cotton, before he could go up with the shot.
That's Dooney's fourth
That
foul.
is his fourth, though. A lot of new players coming in. We got Harris, Pouncil, Highshaw, Smith, and McKendrick on the floor right now for the Buffaloes. 8-point Charger lead. And manning it will be Caleb Jackson. Looking, finds Harris. Along the near corner, McKendrick guards him up well. Right elbow two is too strong. Rebounded by Pouncil. Pouncil double team. Feeds it over to Highshaw. Highshaw across over to Smith with 5 seconds left in the third. Smith driving. Tough two. Got it! What a shot by Brandon Smith. 1 second. We'll have a three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. That misses, and we head to the fourth quarter. The McAlester Buffaloes pull it within 6 on a quick two there by Brandon Smith. 51-45. Put those fours up in the air, Buffalo fans. You're listening to McAlester basketball here on KNED.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Buffalo's at 45 points, one of their best nights scoring. They have been really good at scoring since they have started the Shakota Crossroads Classic. I mean, really, since the Promise More Invitational, they've been scoring really effectively as Caden Harris starts off the fourth quarter scoring with a good hook shot inside the paint to make it 51-47. Buffaloes pull it within 4, the same deficit they had at halftime. 20 seconds into the fourth quarter, we got a ball game, folks. Pouncil, Harris, McKendrick, Smith, and Highshaw on the floor, far corner. Cotton tries driving on Harris. Low post, and there'll be a foul called on Harris as there was a feed to the near corner. It's going to be on the floor because Cotton didn't attempt a shot there. If he would have went up for a shot instead, that would have been a shooting foul here.
That's the third personal foul on Caden Harris.
Love looking to inbound. Love finds Harris. That's Fabian Harris on the drive. Tough two, floaters up, missed it. Rebounded by Highshaw. 51-47, 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. McKendrick crosses over his man to the low post. Up for two. Got it. Devontre McKendrick keeps up his stellar night and pulls the Buffaloes within 2.
Got 21 now.
7:05 left in the game. 2-point Charger lead over the Buffaloes. Driving. Up for two. Missed it. Offensive board. Colbert got it and one. Offensive rebounds hurt McAlester back in the game against Memorial in the season opener, and it's doing it again. Memorial had 14 offensive boards against McAlester back on November 28th. And tonight,
that was just their
they just picked up their 5th, but it seems like every one that they've had,
they've cashed in on.
Colbert misses the free throw attempt, though. It's rebounded by Caden Harris, and there will be a stoppage, an official timeout. And they're going to talk with the scores table, so there's something on the scoreboard that's off.
I have no idea.
Well, they're letting Highshaw check out and Bickham check in.
I have it as Highshaw has 4 fouls.
Is that what they're trying to discuss, if he had 4 or 5? Either way, McKendrick, Smith, Pouncil, Bickham, and Harris on the floor now for McAlester. Buffaloes down by 4. McKendrick passing, angle left over to Pouncil. Pouncil loosely double team, bounce pass baseline. Bickham, tough two, can't bank it in, fighting for his own rebound. Instead, it'll be taken by Colbert, nearly stepping out of bounds along the baseline, but he'll save it, and the Chargers have a chance to extend their lead. Baseline, Colbert up with another tough two, and this time he's fouled again on the shot. Foul's going to be on Harris. It's his 4th. Who for McAlester is not in foul trouble? That's the question. Not who's in foul trouble now. It's who's not in foul trouble. We'll look through this here real quick as Colbert's about to take his first free throw. And it is good as it rims in. You got Dooney with 4, Harris with 4, Bickham with 3, Highshaw with 4. Multiple guys in trouble right now for McAlester. Colbert's second free throw is good as well. So Colbert cashes in at the charity stripe and makes it a 6-point game. 3 fouls for McAlester in the fourth quarter as McAlester can't beat a press. Harris ends up getting a steal on a pass intended for Pouncil, near corner, inside over to Cotton. Cotton for 2, can't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Smith. Smith down the far sidelines. Got the numbers, going to try to drive. Bounce pass over to Bickham, low post. Spin move, shot up, he's fouled. Devion Bickham to the free throw line. So Bickham with his first, I believe, free throw attempts of the game. He's 64% from the line on the year. He was 0 of 2, though, from the line against Edison back on Tuesday.
Foul's going to be on number 22, his 4th.
That'll be Harris's. First free throw by Bickham, short. So Bickham trying to get on the scoreboard tonight in terms of points, who's averaging 4.8 a game on 49% shooting. His second shot is good. So 1 of 2 from the line, go the Buffaloes there. Pulls it within 5, 55-50. Chargers lead the Buffaloes. 6:05 left in regulation. Powell, bounce pass near corner to Colbert. Colbert driving, low post, and we have a pass out to the far corner. Good pass, now driving, 2 is up, and a block shot by Harris. Offensive rebound, 2 is up, and they answer back anyway, though. Jaden Johnson with the putback to make it 57-50. Smith, double teamed to the top of the key. McKendrick back out over the far sideline over to Smith. 7-point Charger lead. Can McAlester answer back? Smith bounce passes over to Pouncil, angle right to the high post, looking inside. Harris for two. Harris got it. Great ball movement there for the Buffalo offense, and they answer right back. It is 57-52.
Caden Harris now with 4.
I'm telling you, McAlester may not have the record that they want to be at, but I've talked to some of these players, and they say, this year we may not be where we want to be, but we're getting better, and we're going to be good next year. And, hey, why not next year? Make somebody in the regional tournament be afraid of this team right now despite the record. Right now they got Memorial on the ropes as we have a travel down along the baseline, and they'll give McAlester the ball. 57-52 the score. Jaleel Cotton comes back in for Colbert. 5:01 left in the game. Memorial wants to keep on pressing McAlester, in which they've been pretty productive at it so far. Jump pass to the far sideline. Smith's into the corner. Cross-court pass, dangerous, stolen by Harris. Harris feeding it back door over to the far corner over to Love. Love. McAlster's got to find a way to beat that press. Driving in Powell. Powell kicks it late, far corner. Driving in Cotton. Cotton jump stops. Tough two, missed it. Rebounded by Harris. Clears it, looks for someone, finds Smith. 5-point Charger advantage. Smith quickly gets to the right wing. Smith lobbing it out left wing over to Pouncil. Pouncil into the corner to Bickham. Bickham back to Smith, angle left. And he will step back a little while. Pass over to McKendrick, angle right. Works off a screen by Smith. Looking, double team, bounce pass to the far sideline. There'll be a timeout called by head coach Mike Dooney. McAllister's got 2 left. 4:11 left in the game. Chargers lead the Buffaloes 57-52. Here.
Now open Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
4 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. The Chargers lead the Buffaloes 57-52. Buffaloes have been playing really good ball as of late, but again, they just haven't been able to get over the hump to get that W. Can they do it tonight and come from behind fashion? Right now, trail by 5. Really hasn't been that far behind, though. They've been right there with Memorial the entire second half. It was a stellar end to the first half that put Memorial up on where they're at. Far corner 3, McKendrick can't make it. Offensive rebound, Bickham is fouled. Bickham back to the free throw line.
Foul's going to be on number 24, his third.
That's Antonio Love.
Bickham, by the way, now with 4 offensive boards.
So 2 big free throws. Obviously, every point attempt here from McAlester is big, and they missed the first free throw. What is McAlester from the line tonight?
They are 60%, 6 of 10.
Second shot by Bickham. Misses them both. Hit off the front iron twice. Rebounded by the Chargers, and they have a chance to extend the lead. McAlester cannot convert at the line there. Powell on the drive. Bounce pass to the left wing. Feeding into the corner on a bounce over to Cotton. Cotton bouncing over to Harris, far sideline. 3:40 left in the contest. Chargers lead by 5. Harris lobbing it back out over to the left wing to Johnson. Johnson bounce pass low post. And we'll have a charge. It's Devion Bickham. Perfect timing to be able to take that bump from number 15, Jaleel Cotton. And it'll give McAlester the ball. That'll be Cotton's third personal. And the Chargers are going to press McAlester again. McAlester has struggled with this.
Alex Dooney checked in for Davion Pouncil, by the way.
Harris has got it, kicking it over to Highshaw. Highshaw baseline, bounce passing into traffic, stolen again. Johnson down the far sideline. Has to pick up his dribble, passes it now. As Powell gets to the corner, Harris takes a corner three. Good. That's a huge three, and now makes it an 8-point game. 60-52. Fabian Harris has been held to only 9 points, but man, every one of the points from threes. Right wing, Dooney, bounce pass over to Highshaw, baseline. Highshaw looks inside, no one's open, has to pick up the ball. Can shoot if he wants to, hands the ball off now to Smith. Smith, jump past the high post. McKendrick driving in, double teamed outside Harris. Harris takes the spot up three, misses it off the back iron. Rebounded now by the Chargers, and they have a chance to go up double digits here with less than 3 minutes left, and they do. Great move. Jaleel Cotton towards the rack, and it makes it 62-52. Davian Pouncil about to check in. Smith to the left wing, Dooney. Dooney to the low post. Harris goes up for a tough two, leaves it short, rebounded by the Memorial Chargers, and now it's starting to snowball here for the Buffaloes. Chargers with a 10-point advantage. It started with the free throws, and then it just snowballed as the Chargers took advantage of every missed McAlester opportunity here on offense. Top of the key, Harris for the dagger. Missed it off the back iron. Ball in the corner, saved by Smith. Throws it straight, though, to a Charger. Harris now, right wing. Under 2 minutes left in the game. And what it looks like right now is Memorial's going to be able to walk away with this one with a victory. But again, the Buffaloes gave them fits all night long. Powell on the drive, fouled by Dooney before the shot attempt. And now be Dooney's fifth he has done. As Bickham and Pouncil come in for Harris and Highshaw. McAlester right now only has 4 players on the floor, though. We need a fifth. And it'll be Jake Monroe to check in. The Buffaloes will lose their 10th in a row, but man, I can tell you, they're not. They might be one of the best 3-15 teams I've ever seen. Inbound, they'll be knocked out of bounds along the corner, and it will stay with the Chargers. Because the Buffaloes gave Coweta a run for their money, and Coweta beat Edison, who is the #1 team in the 5A4 right now. Or #2 is why I have it in the 5A4 standings, as we have a timeout called by Memorial, I believe. Yes, with 1:39 left in the game, Chargers lead.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
62-52, the Memorial Chargers lead the McAlester Buffaloes into the dying seconds of this one. Looks like Memorial will take the win over McAlester, but the Buffaloes, as you can expect, are going to fight to the very end. But what a great bounce-back game from McAlester. I know that they lost by quite a bit against Edison the other night, but again, Edison shot 68% from the field, as we have a 2 that's up and good and 1. Pouncil fouls number 21. That is Jaden Johnson. As the Chargers have now gone on a 9-0 run with a chance to go, that is a 7-0 run with a chance to make it now an 8-0 run. Since the 5-point deficit for McAlester, it's now a 12-point game, could be a 13. But like I said, Buffalo still shot 46% from the field on Tuesday. The score does not, this Memorial team that we're watching today, they lost to the Chargers but the Eagles by nearly 20 points themselves. So that's showing you how good the Eagles are right now, as we have a missed free throw rebounded by Pouncil. 90 seconds left in the game. Let's see how McAlester can finish this one out. Monroe into the corner to McKendrick, right wing. Buffalo's down by 12. Long 2. McKendrick can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Bickham. He can't bank it in, and the Buffalo shot has gone completely cold in the dying minutes of this one, where they really needed to get hot or stay hot because they've been playing pretty well today. They have just not been able to make it happen offensively. And the Chargers offense, they have taken McAllister's place and heated up completely here as they find open shots. Another one there by Jaden Johnson. This was a lot closer than a 14-point game that's showing right now. Smith draws contact. He'll go to the line for 2 attempts here. Buffaloes might lose this game by 13, 14, maybe even the 15-points differential, but it was a lot closer than that. It was a back-and-forth 5-point or less game until the last 2.5 minutes of this one. Smith at the line shooting 2. His first attempt is nothing but net. And that ends that scoring run there by the Chargers. That was a 9-0 run.
Smith now has 13 points on the night. He's shooting 4 of 6 from the line.
Second shot by Smith is good as well. Back to a 12-point deficit for McAlester. Buffaloes will press, trying to get some turnovers here. They'll find Harris on the lob near the timeline. Harris taking it towards the rim, bumped by Pouncil, and that will be the, again, 6th foul by the Buffaloes in the fourth quarter, sending Fabian Harris to the free throw line. That is Pouncil's 4th foul. How many players have 4 fouls or more from McAlester? Because I think it's insane. Looking at the foul count, Buffaloes have fouled 24 times to the Chargers 16. Harris's first free throw rattles home. And that's not me saying that the officials have done a poor job. I think that they've actually officiated a really good game. It's just there's been a lot of fouls between these two teams. And McAlester can't buy a break right now with the foul trouble that they're in. Harris made both of his free throws. Smith high dribble, spin move in the low post. He will be fouled once again on the way up. 2 more free throws coming up for Brandon Smith. I'd like to see the combined free throws between our two teams, too.
Right.
That's what's going to be more impressive to me. We have had, that is the 38th combined free throw that we've had, as Smith misses the first one. Second shot by Smith. Nothing but net. It makes it 68-55. Final 39 seconds left. Inbound, finding Powell. Powell being double-teamed down the far sideline. Powell lobs it across over to Johnson. Johnson ahead to Love. Wide open layup, easy like Sunday morning. 70-55. Buffaloes trailing by 15. Smith steps into a 3. Misses it off the right side of the rim. And with 19 seconds left, it's all over but the time going down as we'll have a foul call on the Buffaloes again. We'll have more free throws here for the Chargers. This will be their 25th and 26th free throw attempts.
That was just the second personal foul on McKendrick.
Antonio Love at the line. And the Chargers, they are only averaging 54.9 points per game. Both teams shot the ball well tonight, but the Chargers were able to create good offenses. We had the first shot missed by Love. They were able to create good offense, create good spacing, just like the Buffaloes were able to do, but they did it better down the stretch, and that's what led to them breaking away in this one. Love's second free throw attempt. Missed them both. Rebounded by McKendrick. McKendrick takes it down the floor. Straight away. Steps up for a 3. He's fouled on the 3 attempt. We'll have 3 free throw attempts coming up for Devontre McKendrick with 9 seconds left. Still not the most free throws I've ever seen in a game before.
No.
Because there was a McAlester-Durant game back in the day.
And again, Devontre McKendrick having a great night, 21 points.
There were a combined 54 free throws in the McAlester-Durant game I'm speaking about. First shot made by McKendrick. And it was the girls' game. Yeah, the girls' McAlester-Durant, I believe.
I think I remember that one.
It was either that or it was Ada. I'm thinking of a certain game, but it was either. But I know it was 54. I can't remember if it was Ada or Durant that McAlester played, but it was back at Bob Brumley. Second attempt by McKendrick is good as well. And he's up to 23. Ties Brandon Smith for a player high on the year. Already has a career high here in his sophomore season. Played phenomenally tonight, the sophomore Devontre McKendrick. And give him 3 in a row. 24 points, the most in any game by Buffalo this season. Buffaloes are going to press. They'll lob it over to Harris. 12-point McAlester advantage. Harris down the near sideline. I know they would like some more points here. As there's a steal by Pouncil, 2 seconds. 1 second, head over to Bigham. Bigham can't get a shot off in time, and that'll be the final score. 70-58, the Buffaloes had this game a lot closer than what the 12 points indicates. They were down by just 5 with about 3 minutes left, but the Memorial Chargers outlast the McAlester Buffaloes to improve to 14-6 on the year. McAlester falls to 3-15, but as you can see, comparing this game to the first one of the season, where McAlester fell 70-33, strides are being made. The wins might not be coming yet, but this young team is growing, and I'm excited to see where they could be come playoff time, which is going to be happening at the end of this month. So just a few more games for the McAlester Buffaloes. They'll have Tulsa Will Rogers, a chance to get them back for a previous month, or back in January where they lost to them 62-55. They'll have a chance to be able to get back at them. They also have Hall and Hall on the way, Sepulveda and Coweta all coming up during this month of February before they go to the playoffs. Again, 70-58 is the final score. We'll take a break and come back and recap this one as well as the girls' game from earlier in which they won 59-50, all here on K.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Marion opened his dealership in Ada in 1950.
And now I'm the 3rd generation to join the car business. At Benton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is as strong today as it was in 1950 when Papa started.
Dad ensured that everyone that walked through the door received a customer service experience like no other they'd had before.
Come see us at Benton Nissan of McAlester and see how our family values still apply today. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to the MAC as the McAlester Buffaloes fall to the Tulsa Memorial Chargers here in the boys' game 70-58. Like we said, it was a 5-point game with about 3 minutes left, but the Chargers were able to extend it to a 15-point lead at one point. McAlester ends up falling by 12 tonight. Like I said, a lot closer game than the score indicates. McAlester takes a 70-33 loss, and they were 25 points better than they were back back from November. So it was a great showing by the Buffaloes. I think Coach Dooney coached a heck of a game, but again, Chargers were able to just pull it out the win late. Were able to make the shots they needed to make. McAlester went on a scoring drought late in the fourth quarter, and when the Chargers are scoring like they were tonight, can't happen. So, but the Buffaloes, again, young team that started 3 freshmen tonight. I think that they're, like I said, still on their way to being able to be something special. They can keep on working at it. And like I said, this is a Memorial team that is now, 14-6. And McAlester brought them down to the final 3 minutes. This is not a team, even though you might look at their record, if they're playing like this tonight, McAlester, it's not a team that you want to face in the regional tournament in the first round.
No, absolutely not.
It's not. They're going to give you fits. They're a gritty team. Let's look at the leading scorers for McAlester.
Devontre McKendrick, have yourself a night. 24 points on 64% shooting.
That's
from the
a career high for Devontre.
Also, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. That's good for 60%. And a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. He also had 2 boards and 2 steals. Brandon Smith had 15 tonight on 57% shooting, 25% from 3, 67% from the charity stripe. He also had 2 boards. Davian Pouncil had 6 points tonight on 100% shooting, perfect 3 of 3. He also had 7 boards and 1 steal. Alex Dooney had 6 tonight on 43% shooting. He also had a board. Caden Harris had 4 points tonight on 50% shooting. Looks like he had 3 defensive boards. Riley Calistro with 2 points tonight, both on made free throws. And Devion Bickham with a point tonight, but he did have 5 offensive rebounds. And that is going to round out your scoring.
All right, looking at the team stats, as both teams are shooting really well tonight.
McAlester was 21 of 43 from the field. That's good for 49%. Tulsa Memorial Chargers, 23 of 43. That's good for 53%.
Both teams took the same amount of shots. Memorial just made 2 extra.
Wow.
It's wild.
Also, looking at from 3, McAlester 4 of 14. That's good for 29%. Tulsa Memorial Chargers 5 of 14. Good for 36%.
It was also McAllister's best shooting night of the season in terms of field goal percentage at 49%.
Yeah, and Tulsa Memorial, they also took way more free throws than McAlester. They were 19 of 26 from the charity stripe. That's good for 73%. McAlester Buffaloes, 12 of 18. That's good for 67%.
Memorial made more free throws than McAlester attempted tonight, and McAlester attempted 18. That's what's wild about that one.
Wild.
Yeah.
McAlester had, looks like, 24 boards, 7 offensive, 17 defensive. Tulsa Memorial with 22, 6 offensive, 16 defensive.
McAlester, after losing the rebound battle 39-17 back in the season opener, won it by 2 tonight.
And looking at steals and turnovers, Tulsa Memorial with 11 steals. They forced 14 McAlester turnovers. McAlester with 3 steals. They forced 13 Memorial turnovers.
Again, they were right there with Memorial in that stat, too. It really came, I hate to say it, came down to free throws again. Just like it did with Coweta back on last Saturday, just that it was able. Memorial was able to draw McAlester contact. They were able to. They were able to get to the line, and they converted at the line. So props to Memorial for doing that.
Also, McAlester with 1 block. Memorial Chargers with 2.
All right. So final thoughts on this one before we go and recap the girls real quick.
From this game here tonight, McAlester, this is the first team they faced to open up the season, and you can definitely see a difference. In the first game, you saw a team kind of struggling to find their identity, and now you're starting to see them gel and come together. Everything's firing on all cylinders. It just looks like a dangerous team. You don't want to face them come playoff time.
And the Buffaloes were without senior Garrett Pickett tonight, one of their starters that started in every game this year. I believe every game this year. They were without him tonight. So that's very, I mean, if you have him, that's another weapon from McAlester. Your leading rebounder. Garrett Pickett right now is your leading rebounder, and he's also tied for the team leading field goal percentage.
And you won the rebounding battle without him.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty great. Again, Davian Pouncil had a fantastic day rebounding the ball. So did Devion Bickham. Proud of those guys. Now, Nate, your final thoughts.
Well, I think you're seeing the emergence of what's going to be a star in
Devontre McKendrick.
Yes, I keep getting Bickham and him mixed up in my brain. but you're starting to see the emergence of what's going to be a very, very good team going in the future.
What I'm excited about, and like I said, they're all the guys that made the biggest impact tonight in terms of the stat sheet and everything and rebounds. They're all underclassmen. You have a core. I hate to say this, being a Yankees fan, you have a core. In terms of what I think, you have a core four. you really do. You got, and then you got guys that could easily, at any given night, step up to be in the top four that are also underclassmen. I think you got Devontae McKendrick, Brandon Smith, Devion Bickham, and Davian Pouncil. But also right there, Caden Harris and Davian Pouncil are right there interchangeable in those core four underclassmen. I think all of them are really good when it comes to your four underclassmen that make a major impact, have been making a major impact. But you're right. Can you imagine when McKendrick becomes a senior and Smith's a junior?
This team could be something special.
It's going to be something special. Like, these guys are putting Memorial on the ropes. And they're freshmen and sophomores. You started 3 freshmen in this game tonight.
Yep.
And you got into major foul trouble where you couldn't play with some of your best talent at the end of the first half, where that's where Memorial kind of got their first extension of a lead on you. So I think that the Buffaloes are heading in the right direction. Again, they had one kind of slip-up. And like I said, I don't even think that was that big of a slip-up against Tulsa Edison. It was just the Eagles playing out of their minds. So I think their slip-up was against Durant. But other than that, you've been playing really good basketball since your loss to Hall & Hall. You got to keep that up, and I would like to see them. I would like to see that culminate in a win against Will Rogers, because I think they can do it. Now let's go ahead and look at the girls' game, which was the best team win I think I've seen from the Lady Buffaloes this season, 59-50. Now let's look at the player stats for them.
Maddie Van Dorpy finished off the night with 24 points on 78% shooting, perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, and 7 of 8, 88% from the charity stripe. She also had 2 defensive boards and 1 steal.
And 24 points is a season high for Maddie Van Dorpy.
Tori Kilburn had 13 points on 40% shooting from the field, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. That's good for 83%. She also had 10 boards, 3 offensive, 7 defensive, and looks like 4 steals for Tori. Katie Allen had 11 points tonight on 62% shooting. She also was 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, and she had 5 boards, looks like 2 steals for Katie Allen. Avery Alberson had 5 points tonight on 50% shooting and was 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. She also had 1 offensive board. Looking at Rylan Lesnow, had 4 points tonight on 25% shooting and was 67% from the charity stripe. And looking at Riley Forehand, she had 2 points tonight on 33% shooting. That's going to round out scoring.
All right, looking at our team stats now.
McAlester Lady Buffs, they were 20 of 40 and even 50% from the field. Tulsa Memorial were 17 of 41. That's good for 41%. McAlester also 50% from 3, 4 of 8. Tulsa Memorial 6 of 21. That's good for 29%. McAlester 15 of 19 from the charity stripe. That is good for 79%. Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, though, 10 of 11 from the line. That's good for 91%.
Going back to the three-point stat, McAlester was 4 of 8 from 3. And one of the first times I think that they've won a game in the last 2 years without Katie Allen hitting a three-pointer.
She didn't, did she?
Maddie Van Dorpy hit 3. Avery Alberson hit the other. I think
wow.
I'll have to look back, but I think it's the first McAlester win in which Katie Allen has not hit a 3 for the Lady Buffaloes. I think. I might be wrong, but I need to go back and look.
I'll say this about Maddie Van Dorpy. Man, whenever she starts hitting them from 3, she hits them in bunches.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, she was the hottest player on the floor in both games tonight, because that's the thing about Maddie. Like you said, there might be some nights where she doesn't score a whole bunch, but then when she hits 1 3, watch it start to snowball. Now, let's count that. Let's say imaginary world where that 3 counts that got taken off because of a foul. She is now 4 of her last 6 from 3, going back to Tuesday as well. So, or no, excuse me, I take that back. She is 6 out of her last 10. She's shooting 60% over her last 2 games from 3.
Wow. Looking at the battle of the boards here, McAlester had 20 boards, 8 offensive, 12 defensive. Tulsa Memorial had a 17, 10 offensive, and 7 defensive. Looking at steals and turnovers, Tulsa Memorial with 7 steals. They were able to force 18 McAlester turnovers. McAlester with 11 steals. They were able to force 21 Memorial turnovers. and also McAlester with 2 blocks tonight.
All right, Wyatt, your final thoughts on this one?
Final thoughts
for the girls' game.
Yep.
If you're just not tuning in and hearing what we're talking about now.
Like you said, great all-around team effort. You had Maddie Van Dorpy step up big. You also had Avery Alberson. She played really well today, and Rylan Lesnow played really well too.
I mean, I don't think there's a single player that you can point to that played today that you're like, hey, they didn't do their job well. That's what I'm going to expand on here in a little bit, but I'll let Nate go.
No, I think you're exactly right. This was a perfect example of a team win. Obviously, Maddie had a massive game, but this was 100% a team win. Everyone did their job, and McAlester went out and did what they were supposed to today.
I'm just going down the list. Maddie Van Dorpy obviously did what she did tonight. Tori Kilbert does what she does every game. Katie Allen, even though she didn't hit a 3, she still put up double digits. Found a way to contribute in many other ways, including rebounds. Still went 5 of 8 from the field. Avery Alberson, probably, even though she didn't have her career high or even tie it, played her best game as Lady Buffalo tonight.
Great defense by her.
Even though it only shows 2 steals, she was all over the place. A Memorial Charger could not dribble the ball without her being there, it seemed like. And if she made a mistake, she made up for it almost immediately. And she hit arguably the biggest shot of the game for the Lady Buffaloes, because you had a close game at one point. Maddie Van Dorby gets a big 2, or it might have been Tori, and then there's a steal right away. And then who hits the 3 to really drive home the dagger? It's Avery Alberson. I think she had a fantastic game tonight. Like you mentioned, Rylan Lesnow had a great game. Riley Forehand was all over the place too, playing great defense. And like I said, I think that just everyone that played tonight knew their role and did it to near perfection, leading to a great team win. Because if I'm willing to bet, I think this is one of Memorial's better gameplay, definitely in the top 5, I'd say, best shooting games of the year for them. They're averaging, 54.9 points per game on the year. They ended up scoring,
59, I believe.
They ended up hitting 50. So, I mean, they're right around their average at the same time, but they were shooting at a high percentage. And for McAlester to be able to answer back, to be able to know that, when Tori's not getting up near 20 and when Katie hasn't hit a 3, you got people like Van Dorby and Alberson that can step up big time tonight. The best team win that McAlster's had all season. Anyone else want to say anything before we wrap it up and get ready for our next game?
I think that just about does it.
All right, so again, McAlester is back in action on the road on Tuesday. That's going to be at Tulsa Will Rogers. That is a 6 o'clock tip-off for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Again, we're going to have that on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAlsterRadio.com, or on the KNED app. We won't know until we get there if we're going to be able to do it on video streaming as well, but we'll try our best to do so. Wyatt, can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we'll wrap it up.
They are Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Camp Inc., McAlester Direct Primary Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram McAlester, The Bank N.A., Fenton Nissan, WE Offer Propane, Vickers Power Sports, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you guys for putting us on the air tonight.
And a big thank you to our board operator, James Camp, as well as Nate Brown on the camera. And thank you, the listener, for spending your Friday night with us. From the McAlester Activity Center, a.k.a. the Mac in McAlester, Oklahoma, the girls beat the Lady Chargers while the boys fell by 12 to the Chargers in the nightcap. Until Tuesday, when McAlester basketball travels back to Tulsa for another match with Will Rogers, the girls' 4th matchup this year with the Lady Ropers. On behalf of Wyatt Hubbard and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night. Night-night, Harper.